we can design it all just for you. Call today or stop in to Bob Sass Flowers, 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings, and let us personalize your holiday decorating. Bob Sass Flowers, bringing your holiday vision to life, one beautiful bloom at a time.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
Reuter Auction and Realty is proud to serve Nebraska and northern Kansas for the last 5 decades. We are experts in selling agricultural real estate. Our tools include traditional listings, simulcast auctions, and online-only auctions. Our dedication to details is second to none, and we realize most of our clients have one chance in a lifetime to sell their family's assets. We are full-time land brokers committed to our clients, trusted for decades. Call us today at 402-463-8565 or go to reuterauction.com.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success, and now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all 3 streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all 3 streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
Strap in and gear up, football fans. You're tuned into high school football on Extreme Sports. Tonight's game promises thrills and chills. Don't blink, or you might miss the action.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. It's the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. Here today on Extreme Sports as the Sandy Creek Cougars get set to take on the Mustangs out of Stanton High School. I'm Mike Will. Got the play-by-play for you for the state championship ball game here this afternoon. These two teams have been on a collision course since they played last year in the state semifinals in a ball game played down at Sandy Creek. Stanton came to town, beat Sandy Creek last year by the score of 48-36. They went on to win the Class D1 state championship a season ago as Stanton knocked off Exeter Milligan Friend in the championship ball game by the score of 42-36. Like we said, these two teams have been on a collision course all season long. Everyone expected these two teams to play for the state championship in 2024, and here we are. Both teams are undefeated on the season. Both teams have really rolled through the state playoffs so far. Sandy Creek opening up the state playoffs with a 76-12 win over Sand Hills Valley. Sandy Creek beating Shelby Rising City in the next round by a score of 54-0. Then beat Lord's Central Catholic a week ago, winning by the score of 63-8 was the final. Sandy Creek winning over Lord's Central Catholic. Stanton just as impressive. They beat Exeter Milligan Friend in the first round, 48-8. Stanton beating North Platte St. Pat's in the quarterfinals by the score of 38-26, and Stanton winning over Summerland in the semifinals a week ago, 48-34. So here we go. Couple of undefeated teams going for the Class C1 State High School Football Championship as Sandy Creek gets ready to take on the Stanton Mustangs. Going to be a picture-perfect day for football action here in Lincoln today. Mostly sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky. The temperature is at 38 degrees. Winds will be blowing out of the northwest this afternoon at about 7 miles per hour. Tyson Nevronic had a chance to sit down with Sandy Creek head coach Andrew Kuda.
And welcome back to State Championship Football here on Extreme Sports. Tyson Nevronic with you as we spend a few good minutes here for the final time in 2024 with head coach Andrew Kuda. The Sandy Creek Cougars, a team that is undefeated on the season. All the fireworks show a night ago, or a week ago, as they punched their ticket to the capital city. First of all, Coach, appreciate the time here. Obviously, the setting, Memorial Stadium, the build-up has been grand all week long. Sandy Creek taking on Stanton in a very highly anticipated rematch from a year ago. Just talk about the emotions and the season that's been here to get to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really an awesome season for us. We've had great leadership throughout. Our guys have really taken the approach of just taking things one day at a time and trusting the process. And they've really focused on the things that we need to do in order to be successful. And I think that's a big reason why we've got to this point. So it's been a really great season with this group of guys. I'm especially proud of the seniors and all the things that they've done for this program over the last 4 years. Taking it from a place where, we hadn't made a playoff since 2011 and hadn't won a playoff game since 2004 to where we are now. So it's been an awesome experience.
Talk about the attitude in the locker room right now, because you have a bunch of seniors that obviously you're excited to get to that point. And I think when you take a look at this past week, getting able to play where the Huskers play, heading over to Memorial Stadium, all of the emotions on just getting to a state title game, and yet coming up here in just a few short minutes, Coach, we're going to be kicking things off. There is a football game to play after all, and some hardware on the line. Talk about the balance and their focus here on today's game at hand.
I think they've done a really good job of handling the excitement, handling the emotions. It is a lot. It's not a typical game. We're going to play on the turf here in just a moment. We're playing against a team that we have some familiarity with. We're playing in a game that we've never played in as a program. But I have a lot of confidence in the fact that these guys, they really do play for each other and they love each other. And that's really what it's been all season for us. So I have a lot of confidence that when that ball gets put on the tee for the first time and the whistle blows and it gets kicked off, it's just gonna be a football game, and they're gonna have that mentality to it, and they're gonna have that approach to it.
So much talk, so much star power coming into this football game, not only from your offensive standpoint with the Shaws and the Rempies and the Cameron Seeleys, the young and up-and-coming Cougars, but on their side of the football as well. Wilkie, Pullman, we know the names, we know their MO, we know what they're going to do. Talk about this from a game plan standpoint. Again, this is a team you saw and you have some familiarity with. What's the approach this time around here for round 2 with the Mustangs?
Yeah, they're a really good football team. They're really good offensively. They run the ball extremely well. They do it in a lot of different ways. They really have, a great schematic plan for the things that they do. They're pulling guards. They're pulling wings. They're running in the A gaps, the B gaps, the C gaps. They're running on the edge. They do a really good job. So it's really important for our guys to do their jobs. We feel like we have a solid game plan coming in, but it's going to be critical for our guys to commit to just doing their job and doing their assignment and playing assignment football and trusting their teammates that they'll do their jobs as well. And then on top of that, when we make first contact, we have to be able to get the ball down. I think that's going to be a big key for today's game. When we make that initial contact, we need to get the ball carrier down rather than allowing them to pick up a number of yards after contact, which is something they've done really well all year.
With as big of names offensively as there is in this matchup, I also take a look at this game and putting eyeballs on Stanton a couple different times at the course last season. Was equally as impressed with their offensive line play. Is this a game, Coach, that you feel is going to come down to who wins that war in the trenches tonight?
I think absolutely on both sides of the ball. They have a tremendous group up front. Davidson, Ren Brown, those guys do a great job. Hansen as well. They're relentless. They play hard. They play with great leverage. They know their assignments. They don't make mistakes. So that's a really good group up front, both offensively and defensively for them. We think that's a key matchup to today's game, our guys up front against theirs. And I think that if one team has the upper hand in that matchup, that team's pretty likely to be successful today.
Coach, is there any point at this moment when you're here at Memorial Stadium, especially for your seniors, that we're able to get the program to this stage? And I know part of being here at this state championship competition is getting to embrace it. But where do those moments exist in Memorial Stadium where you can just kind of sit back as a program and say, wow, we're here, we've arrived, and now we're playing for a state championship, for a potential first state championship in school history?
I think those guys coming out of the locker room for the first time to warm up, a lot of them just taking that moment to take a deep breath and look around and kind of soak it in and enjoy it. I think that was a really powerful moment. I think looking back to what got us here, I would point to the game we lost last year in the semifinals. I think that was a great focusing point for us. It was a great motivational point for us. I think that really drove these guys to not only show up and do what's expected of them to put in, but to put in as much work as they could and to be as committed to it as possible, throughout the spring with our individual workouts and doing things that way, throughout the summer and all those early mornings in our weight training program, and into two-a-days and in summer team camps and just throughout the entire fall. I think that's been a great motivational piece for us to get here.
Talk about the buy-in factor. This is something that I've been so impressed with Sandy Creek High School. We had Bob Jensen on our program earlier this week, and he mentioned the semifinal game a year ago, and just talked about the program and everything that's going on in Fairfield right now. All the community support. Not only are you getting buy-in to the rise of Cougar football from your players, from your students, but you're also getting it from an entire community, and that's even expanding out here into the surrounding communities. Talk just about how this thing has been built and where you see it going in the future.
Yeah, the support for us this year has been incredible. At Sandy Creek, we have 5 local towns that kind of feed into our district. And from each one of those towns, the support has been incredible, whether it's the local businesses, some of the local restaurants feeding us. It's just been amazing. The parent support throughout has been outstanding as well. we were fortunate enough to play 8 home games this year, with all 4 of the playoff games being there as well. And I feel like the crowd just got bigger each and every game. So it's been unbelievable to have the support that we've had. I think a lot of that does come with success. I think that's just part of it. And I think that if we're able to have sustained, continued success, moving forward in the years to come, that it's something that I could see staying around for a while, because it's a passionate group, and they really are incredibly supportive.
Coach, I know you're probably still coming up with the words for what you're going to tell the boys before they step on the field here at Memorial Stadium. But, as you take a look at this team as a whole, what's the message going to be here as the Cougars get set to play for their first state championship in school history?
I think the most important thing for us is that we trust what got us here. We have a goal each week of going 1-0 each week that we play. And in order to accomplish that goal, we have to, number one, be a team. Guys have to put the team first, and they have to sacrifice for each other. Number two, they have to be the most excited to play, and that's not just on game day, but that's every day that we're together. They're the most excited to practice. They're the most excited to watch film. They bring that enthusiasm from start to finish. And then number three, they're the best at doing their job. Each one of our guys has to buy into doing their job on each and every play, whether it's offense, defense, special teams. Even the guys on the sideline that don't have an opportunity to play today, their job's to bring energy. So it's really important for each one of our guys to follow our 3 program expectations. That's what got us here. That's what's going to push us over the finish line.
Coach, it has been an absolute joy to follow the Cougars throughout the course of this 2024 season. We appreciate your accessibility each and every Cougar football game, and we wish you the best of luck moving forward here in this state championship game. Give them hell today, and we'll talk when it's all over, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Andrew Kuda joining us on the pregame show. Stick around. Starting lineups, play-by-play. It's all coming up next. It's state championship football, and it's on Extreme Sports.
To some, the sound of a bag of seed being opened marks a year of unpredictability and sleepless nights. But for those opening a bag of Pioneer brand corn, it brings a different set of feelings. To them, that sound marks innovation, knowing every seed has been proven in the toughest environment possible, the field. It marks the start of the best year you'll ever have. Pioneer brand corn hybrids, field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/innovation.
Local sales representatives Sarah Hemberger of Glenville and Brian Shaw of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Yeah, welcome back to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, the Class D1 State High School Football Championship here today. Sandy Creek getting set to take on Stanton. Had the Class D2 State Championship preceding this one. Central Valley wins for the first time in football as they knocked off Riverside for the championship and the hardware earlier today. Final score of 52-12. But again, these two teams, they played a season ago in the state semifinals. Stanton was able to beat Sandy Creek by the score of 48-36. We're going to see a couple of pretty talented quarterbacks and running backs in this ball game today. First of all, for Sandy Creek, Ethan Shaw. Shaw has rushed for 1,923 yards so far this year. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger, you've got Stanton quarterback and Barrett Wilkie. He has rushed for 2,624 yards. They've also got a running back we'll have to contend with again this year. That is Becker Pullman, a 6', 195-pound senior. He has rushed for 1,407 yards and 30 touchdowns for Stanton. So it's Stanton and Sandy Creek here this afternoon for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. Sandy Creek going to be in their white pants, their black tops, trimmed and lettered in red this afternoon. Stanton is going to be in their white uniforms and their orange trim as we get set to go here for the state title at Memorial Stadium. Again, a picture-perfect day with temps right around 38 degrees and the winds blowing out of the northwest at about 7 to 15 miles per hour. The Class A state championship game is coming up next. That'll be the 7:15 game tonight. That'll pit Millard South up against Omaha West Side. So Sandy Creek will kick off to begin the ball game here. Ethan Shaw will kick off for Sandy Creek to get things started here this afternoon. It's going to be Stanton with the football first. Well, this is going to be Seeley, Cameron Seeley, kicking off for Sandy Creek. He hits it down along the ground. It's going to come to the near sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. So again, an 80-yard field here, like we play during the regular season. So they've got things especially marked off at Memorial Stadium. It'll be the Stanton Mustangs getting the ball first. They'll move from the north end zone to the south end zone here. The Sandy Creek defense, we talk a lot about their offense all season long, but I'll tell you what, their defense has been just as impressive for head coach Andrew Kuda. Jacob Peter, Jack Watts, Hudson Dublin will be across the front. Linebackers Ethan Shaw, Alston Clark, and also Wes Biltoff, and a couple of corners out there in Connor Rempe and Cameron Seeley. So we get set to go. The first offensive play of this Class D1 state championship. The ball carrier getting outside 50. He's around the 40-yard line to the 35, and he's knocked out of bounds down here at the 33-yard line. It's Becker Pullman. Just a quick pitch to the short side of the field here. Pullman got loose as he brings the ball across the midfield stripe, which is the 40-yard line, and he moves it down to about the 33 of Sandy Creek. Again, Stanton moving from our left to our right here in this first quarter of play. Mike Will from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Wilkie is up under center. Man goes in motion. He sets down to the line on the left side. Pullman gets the pitch again to the outside. Not much there. He got it back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard. And the tackle for the Sandy Creek Cougars coming up to make the stop is going to be Alston Clark. Clark had 98 stops for Sandy Creek on defense. 6 foot, 185-pound junior for the Cougars to go along with those 98 stops. He had 5 quarterback sacks and a fumble recovery. A pickup on the last play of a couple of yards as they move the ball to the 31-yard line. We'll call it second down and 8 yards to go, just underway here. First quarter from Lincoln here this afternoon. Wilkie, the quarterback, is just going to go straight ahead as he piles his way down to about the 26-yard line. I'll give him a pickup of about 3 yards into play. Now Stanton looking at a third down situation here. Third down and about 2 yards to go down here at the Sandy Creek 26-yard line. Stanton, again, a team that does not throw a lot of passes. Wilkie, so far this season, has thrown a total of 70 passes on the year. He is 39 out of 70 throwing the pig around. Stanton looking at a third down 2 situation. Wilkie reverses out of there, and he's not going to get there. Great defensive play on the outside here by the Cougars. Coming over to make this stop is going to be Ethan Shaw. So the quarterback, Wilkie, reverses out of there. Was going to take it around the right end, and he runs right into the outside linebacker for Sandy Creek, Ethan Shaw. A loss of about 2 yards in the play. And now Stanton looking at a fourth down situation. We'll call it fourth down at about, 3 yards to go, maybe closer to 4, as the ball is pushed back here to the 26-yard line. We'll call it fourth down and 3 as the Wilkie comes up under center. Wilkie calling the signals. Wilkie wants to throw. He drops back. He's going to throw the ball. The man is wide open. He catches the ball for a touchdown. I saw him work that play during the pregame workouts. Becker Pullman gets loose. There was not a man around for Sandy Creek, and that's going to be a 23-yard touchdown pass as the Stanton Mustangs get on the scoreboard. A touchdown pass. So you probably didn't have that on your bingo card here this afternoon. Stanton scoring their first touchdown on a pass from Wilkie to Pullman. It's a 6-0 ball game now. As Stanton goes out on top, they're going to try for the 2-point conversion. They pitch the ball back here to Pullman. Looked like he wanted to throw the football, but he's going to be brought down here. So the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. But Stanton, they score first, and it didn't take them long on a 4th down play, 4th down and 3. Stanton throws a touchdown pass from Wilkie to Pullman. The 2-point conversion is no good. We'll take a break with a score. Stanton 6, Sandy Creek nothing. You're listening to the Class D1 State High School Football Championship on Extreme Sports.
Looking for reliable farming and construction equipment? Head to Landmark Implement in Fairfield. Located right on Highway 74 in the heart of Clay County, at Landmark, we specialize in large ag equipment and precision ag support, meeting the needs of farmers in Geneva and Aurora. Whether you're upgrading your planter or need top-notch service, our team has you covered. We have a fantastic selection of John Deere lawn and garden equipment, compact utility tractors, and even Gator utility vehicles. Whether it's for a small acreage or a large farm, our compact tractor packages come with all the attachments you need to get the job done. Need service? Our certified master technicians are ready to help with on-farm service, combine repair, or even a simple mower tune-up. Experience the Landmark difference today in Fairfield. For all your John Deere sales, parts, service, and precision ag needs, Landmark is your trusted partner.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the action.
Mike Will back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Stanton, they draw first blood here for the Class D1 state title this afternoon on a 23-yard touchdown pass from Bird Wilkie to Becker Pullman. He was wide open. Pullman was wide open. A defensive breakdown there for the Cougars. A 2-point conversion, no good. So Stanton grabs the early lead here over Sandy Creek. That was a 5-play, 45-yard drive, the first possession of the ball game. I tell you what, obviously it's going to take more than 6 points to win this game. Both of these teams have the ability to score, and in a hurry. We saw that on a 4th down and 3 call. A touchdown pass is thrown by Wilkie for the Stanton Mustangs. For Wilkie, that's going to be touchdown number 8 through the air for him this year. There's the ball knocked along the ground. Sandy Creek will pick the ball up here as they bring it to the 20-yard line, out to about the 21 or 22-yard line. And that's where this high-powered offense now for the Cougars will come out. Ethan Shaw, the quarterback, again, 1,923 yards on the ground, 34 touchdowns. He has thrown for 1,510 yards through the air and 26 touchdowns. Ben Sullivan is the guy in the backfield with Rempe as the wide receiver. Rempe is split out to the right side of the formation now, and a good offensive line here for the Cougars. So Sandy Creek goes to work from the 21-yard line, trailing in the ball game by a score of 6-0. Ethan Shaw rolls to the right side. He gets outside to the numbers, and he's ridden out of bounds out across the 25, 26, 27-yard line. Tight end Jacob Peter for the Cougars, a 6'2", 200-pound senior. Also going to see Wes Biltoff on the other side, 6'5", 205-pound sophomore. Offensive line very good for Sandy Creek. Christian Shaw, Jack Watts, and Hudson Devlin. Pick up on the last play of about 7 yards here for Ethan Shaw. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. The ball is sitting at about the 28-yard line. Sandy Creek moving from our right to our left here in the first quarter. South to north here at Memorial Stadium. Shaw with the ball. Shaw breaks it outside. He's across the 30-yard line. Springs forward to the 35 and falls forward to the 36. They had him stopped initially, but Ethan Shaw breaking loose. He picks up the first down of the ball game now for Sandy Creek as he moves the ball out here to the 36-yard line. Good play there by Ethan Shaw. Again, he has rushed for 1,510 yards, 28 touchdowns so far this year. So Ethan Shaw, the senior quarterback for Sandy Creek, 6', 290-pounder. 2 wide receivers will split out wide to the right side. That's going to be Sullivan in the backfield. Behind the quarterback here, Ethan Shaw. It's going to be Shaw rolling to the right. The pitch back comes. Defenders are out there and breaking loose across the 40-yard line inside Stanton territory down to about the 39-yard line. So pickup down there to the 39. Nice pickup. Stanton had the numbers out there. Breaking loose down to the 39 to pick up there of about 6 yards. Second down, 4 yards to go. Just underway. We're in the first quarter. 8 minutes and 34 seconds to play here in the opening period. 6-0. Stanton has got the lead here. Sullivan in the backfield. Wide receiver splits out wide to the right side. Ethan Shaw with the ball. He's going to follow Sullivan around the right end. He picks up 1, 2, maybe 2.5 yards on the play there. Tackle is made in there by Stanton. That's a Gatlin Davidson in the stop. Davidson, a 5'10", 220-pound junior. He has recorded 105 tackles coming in here for the Stanton Mustangs. Sandy Creek now looking at third down. Third down, and we'll call it 2 yards to go. The ball is sitting here at the 37-yard line of Stanton. Mustangs out on top of this ball game by a score of 6-0. Here's Ethan Shaw with the ball. He's going to call his own number. Shaw will bring it across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line, where he is going to be brought down in the play. And on the stop there is going to be Garrett Hansen. Hansen, the other defensive end on the other side, 5'11", 200-pound senior. 87 tackles for him coming in here. And now the Cougars will be looking at fourth down here. Fourth down, less than a yard. The ball is sitting at the 35. So Sean didn't get a real good spot on that one as they have the nose of the football sitting right at the 35. So this is fourth down and less than a yard for Adams Central in Stanton territory. First big play of the ball game here for the Sandy Creek Cougars. It's Shaw. And now we're going to have a timeout called here. Andrew Kuda wants to call a timeout and a crucial fourth down call here. Fourth down and a yard to go from the 35-yard line of Stanton. We'll take a break. The Class D1 State High School Football Championship today on Extreme Sports. It is Stanton 6, Sandy Creek nothing.
Since 1948, Shuck Drilling has been South Central Nebraska's go-to-water well experts. Remember Shuck Drilling for irrigation, well drilling, pump installations, repairs, and all related parts and service. Shuck Drilling, quality products and first-rate service at a fair price.
You are listening to Cougar Football on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. Again, in the first game today, it was Central Valley beating Riverside 52-12 as Central Valley wins their first ever state championship in football in Class D2, 52-12 over Riverside. Class A game coming up next, Omaha Westside taking on the Millard South. That one goes at 7:15 tonight. So Sandy Creek looking at a fourth down situation. Fourth down, less than a yard to go. Sandy Creek has got the ball at the 35-yard line of Stanton. We've got 7 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the opening quarter. It is a 6-0 ball game. Stanton scores on their first possession here this afternoon on a 26-yard touchdown pass officially from a Wilkie to a Pullman. So here we go, fourth down, less than a yard to go for Sandy Creek. First big play offensively for the Cougars. Man goes in motion. Shaw has got the ball. Shaw's going to have the first down. He's going to be tripped up just as he brings the ball across the 35, but he springs forward down to the 32-yard line. So a first down there for the Cougars, and Sandy Creek will move the chains. First and 10 down here at the Stanton 32. The Stanton defense very, very good. You've got Hanson, Brown, and Davidson across the front. You've got Arns as a linebacker, Jordan Clausen, and Logan Tiki. In the defensive backfield, you've got Wilkie and also Becker Pullman. So a lot of speed on the defensive side of the ball here for Stanton. First down, 10 yards to go here for the Cougars from the 31. Shaw wants to throw. Shaw's going to air the ball out. He's got his man touchdown. He's got his man touchdown. And Sandy Creek is on the board. They get it down to Rempe, who is rather Seeley behind the defensive secondary there for the Stanton defense. And Seeley hauls the ball in and a touchdown there for the Sandy Creek Cougars to tie things up with 6:36 to play. This could turn into a shootout here today between these two teams. They like to run the football, but also they can throw it around here as a Shaw converts with a touchdown pass to Cameron Seeley. Seeley hauls in. Touchdown reception number 11 on the year. Sandy Creek going for the 2-point conversion. Shaw, his pass across the middle is going to be deflected away from Connor Rempe, and the 2-point conversion is no good. But Sandy Creek converts here a touchdown in the first quarter, and each team has had the ball once. Each team has scored once, just as we anticipated here in this ball game. We've got 6:36 to play in the first quarter. The score is Sandy Creek 6 and Stanton 6. You're listening to the Class D1 State High School Football Championship on Extreme Sports.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
The Cougar Pride Booster Club would like to wish the Sandy Creek football team a great season. You are making Cougar Nation proud. The Booster Club supports activities that enrich the educational experience and promote character formation of all Sandy Creek High School students. Again, good luck to all the Sandy Creek athletes and teams on a great season.
You are listening to Cougar Football on Extreme Sports.
Hi, Mike Will back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. The Class D1 State High School Football Championship now tied up at 6 points apiece after Ethan Shaw finds Cameron Seeley for a 32-yard touchdown pass here in this first quarter. We're tied up at 6 points apiece. Both teams have failed on their 2-point conversion attempts here following their first touchdowns. Sandy Creek kicking the ball away, and Stanton is now going to start off here. First down and 10 yards to go. They'll start this drive in their own territory here at about the 25-yard line. Again, here's the quarterback. He breaks loose across the 30-35 out to the 37-yard line. Running the football there, Barrett Wilkie for the Stanton Mustangs. Again, Wilkie, 2,624 yards rushing on the season here. In 268 attempts, he has scored 36 touchdowns on the ground, but it was a pass to get to Stanton into the end zone for the first time today. Wilkie throwing a 26-yard touchdown pass to get things started for Stanton. So we are tied up here. 6 points apiece, 6:09 to play in the opening quarter. Stanton has got the ball. It's just shy of the midfield stripe. Wilkie has got the ball again. He brings it across the midfield stripe at the 40 down to the 35, 34-yard line. So a nice pickup there as Stanton continues to do what they do, and that's run the football. A pickup there of about 7 yards on the play. A quarterback keeper as they move the ball down inside Sandy Creek territory. It is second down and 3 yards to go. The ball is sitting at the 43-yard line of Sandy Creek. Stanton, their guard, Ren Brown, is a 6'6", 280-pound senior. He is committed to play football next year at Texas Tech. That's how good this offensive line is for Stanton. There's a nice play there. Pullman was the ball carrier and busting through there for Adams Central to make the stop. That's going to be Seeley again on defense. Seeley just had the touchdown pass in offense, and now he comes up and makes a tackle on Becker Pullman. That was a loss on the play, all the way back here to about the 37-yard line. So now that's going to bring up a third down situation. Third down, 6 yards to go for Stanton. And the Mustangs in their black uniforms here this afternoon. Stanton in their white uniforms with their orange trim. Wilkie has got the ball. He wants to throw. Wilkie stands there. Now he's going to run with it 35 down to the 30-yard line, and he's out of bounds. Inside the 30 down to about the 28, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So nobody downfield, and Wilkie just uses his legs. He picks up the first down here for Stanton as they move the ball to the 26-yard line of Sandy Creek. In these two teams a year ago in the semifinals, 48-36 was the final score. Stanton knocks off of Sandy Creek. Could be heading in that direction again here in the state championship ball game in Class D1 for 2024. Wilkie going straight ahead there as he brings it across the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. So a short gain, but they're all right with that. If they can pick up 2, 3, 4 yards in a crack here, they're perfectly content with that. Tackle is made in there by Wes Biltoff for Sandy Creek. Biltoff, the 6'5", 205-pound sophomore for the Cougars. A pickup of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball is sitting at the 23-yard line of Sandy Creek. Couple of ends split out to the left side of the formation. Now man comes in motion. There's Wilkie with the ball trying to get outside across the 20. Inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. Nope, he's going to pick up the first down. They give him a good spot as they put the ball down here at the 15-yard line of Sandy Creek. Again, the Mustangs scored in their opening possession. 5 plays, 45 yards. Sandy Creek going 7 plays and 59 yards when they got the ball. And right now we're sitting at 6 points apiece here with about 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. There's a reverse play here. They get the ball down to about the 10-yard line. Running the ball on the reverse there where Stanton is going to be Pullman, who is split out to the left side of the formation there. Pullman comes back and gets the pitch play here as they move the ball to the 10-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a second down situation now. Second down and 5 yards to go. Barrett Wilkie is the quarterback here for Stanton. All-Stater from a year ago and probably headed there again in 2024. Wilkie with the ball. He slips a tackle, and Wilkie is going to be finally drugged down here. Tackle is made by Connor Rempe coming up to make the stop for the Cougars. And that's still going to be about 2 yards shy of a first down. They've got the football down here at about the 7-yard line. It is 3rd down and 2. The ball is at the 7-yard line of Sandy Creek. We're down to 2 minutes and 26 seconds to play. Here in the opening quarter from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Again, temps sitting in the upper 30s with winds out of the northwest at about 7 miles per hour. Wilkie is now in the shotgun set. Now they're going to go straight ahead with the ball. And that's going to be enough for a first down as they move the ball down here, down to about the 3-yard line. So the short snap it there. Wilkie was in the gun. A short snap and they go straight ahead down to about the, let's see, they're going to put it down at the 8-yard line. Actually down to the 3-yard line. Yeah, down to the 3-yard line here. So Wilkie will come up on first down and goal down here at the 3-yard line of Sandy Creek. A man goes in motion. Wilkie reverses out of there, takes it around the left end. He's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. So Barrett Wilkie scores on a 3-yard touchdown run. That one, he just got the ball and reverse pivots out of there and runs it around the left end for the score. So that's the second offensive possession for Stanton. They've had the ball twice. They have scored twice. It's now a 12-6 ball game. Stanton has got the lead over Sandy Creek. And now Stanton will go for a 2-point conversion. Stanton will go for the 2-point conversion. Wilkie will be up under center. Empty backfield here. Wilkie waiting for the snap. They hand the ball away. Here's a sweep to the near side. And getting into the end zone is going to be the running back, Becker Pullman. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion. So they had Pullman. He was lined up to the left side of the formation. He comes back and gets the handoff. 90% of the offense for Stanton goes through Barrett Wilkie and Becker Pullman. And Pullman takes it in the 2-point conversion. Is good. So we'll take a break. Stanton has got the lead over Sandy Creek in this Class D1 State High School Football Championship game It's now Stanton 14, Sandy Creek 6. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
We know the Sandy Creek football team has excelled on the field this year, but what about your cattle? Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield encourages everyone to be watching for our first public offering of private, treated Angus bulls. Bulls bred for high growth, balanced EPDs and eye appeal that are backed by maternally proven cow families. The Shaw brothers, Josh, Ethan, Christian, Charlie, and Delaney. Yes, she's one of the boys too. Are excited and proud to visit with all interested individuals about Shaw Elite Cattle's performance and genetics, not to mention anything sports or Cougar Country related. That's Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Mike Well back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. It's a 14-6 ball game. Stanton has got the lead here over Sandy Creek. As Stanton will kick off, they knock it along the ground. An onside kick. I think as Stanton recovered. Yes, they did. They caught the Cougars sleeping there as Stanton goes for the onside kick following their second touchdown. And the Mustangs come up with the ball here, and they're back on offense. So a touchdown for Stanton on their last possession to go up 14-6 following the 2-point conversion, and they go for the onside kick, and Stanton recovers the ball out here at the 36-yard line. So Stanton with the first big play of this ball game. They've got the ball back here. Stanton goes for the onside kick, and now the Stanton offense comes back out of the field. They have scored each time they've had the ball so far here in this first quarter. That time Wilkie is going to be wrapped up in the backfield and slammed down to the turf here. A loss in the play, busting through there. Whereas Sandy Creek to make the stop for the Cougars is going to be Hudson Devlin. Devlin 6'5", 225-pound senior with 83 stops so far this year. A loss in the play there of about 3 yards. Second down, 13 yards to go. Ball pushed back here to the 39-yard line. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Stanton, their first big break here as they recover the onside kick following their second touchdown. There's a pitch back here, and Pullman is going to be run out of bounds here. Pullman run out of bounds as they brought it to the short side of the field. Not much there. In fact, no gain in the play. They're going to say it's back here to the 39-yard line. 14-6 is the score. Stanton has got the lead. 45 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Wilkie in the backfield. Pullman is back to with him. Now Pullman goes in motion. Wilkie wants to throw the ball. A pass across the middle is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it across the middle there to Becker Pullman, throwing behind him. So Sandy Creek comes up with a stop there on the third down. Now we'll see what the Stanton Mustangs want to do here. As they're looking at a fourth down situation, fourth down at about 13 yards to go. So they recover the onside kick. Sandy Creek gets a good play on defense to throw the ball carrier down for a 3-yard loss in the first play of this drive. And now an incomplete pass, and they're looking at fourth down and 13. And now they're going to call a timeout here. We'll take a timeout with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's a Stanton 14, Sandy Creek 6. You're listening to the State High School Football Championship on Extreme Sports.
Fairfield Butcher Shop has proudly been serving South Central Nebraska for over 40 years. They offer custom butchering, processing, canning, and curing. The retail store also sells jerky, bologna, sticks, fresh ground beef, steaks, bacon, sausage, and a variety of other cuts. Stop in today for some fine quality meats. The Fairfield Butcher Shop proudly supports Cougar Athletics.
SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar want to congratulate the Sandy Creek football team on a great season and good luck in the state playoffs. We are proud of you. SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics. You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here, a 4th down and 13 call for Stanton from the just inside the midfield stripe here at the 39 of Sandy Creek. Wilkie wants to throw. Wilkie throws the ball back the other way. That's going to be knocked down, and now a flag goes down. Sandy Creek got the deflection. That was a shove back there for the Cougars to deny the pass, but a penalty flag goes down. And this could be a pass interference call here on Ethan Shaw. That was 4th down and 13 down here at the Sandy Creek 39-yard line. And a penalty flag is down. And this one is going to be a pass interference, I believe, on Sandy Creek as the official comes back here. And now they're going to march off the penalty yardage against the Cougars. And that should give Stanton a 1st down, and it will, down here at the 24-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty for pass interference on Ethan Shaw. 4th down and 13 yards to go. That gives Stanton the 1st down here at the 24 of Sandy Creek, as Wilkie just goes straight ahead, and he takes the ball for a couple of yards down to about the 26-yard line. 14-6 is the score. Stanton has got the lead. Mustangs have had the ball twice. They have scored twice. They go for the onside kick following their second touchdown. They recover that, and that's what this drive is all about, as they have moved the ball. They're going to put her down between the 21 and the 20-yard line, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter of play. First quarter in the books in the Class D1 State High School Football Championship from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. The score is Stanton 14, Sandy Creek 6. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Sustainable Seed Solutions. Your local Beck's dealer wishes all area teams a great fall season. At Beck's, we are dedicated to supplying farmers with the right products for the right field, regardless of the trait or source company. With our own line of elite germplasm and unique relationships with genetic suppliers worldwide, we provide farmers with the best seed, period. The choices at Beck's gives our customers a competitive advantage, providing the genetic diversity and trait protection they need, all from one company. Call us at 402-751-0089 or find us at sustainableseedsolutions.com. And good luck to all the area schools and athletes this fall.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium, it's a 14-6 ball game. Sandy Creek with 59 total yards so far in the first quarter. They've got to 32 yards through the air, 27 yards rushing. The Mustangs have got 111 total yards. They've got 26 yards passing and 85 yards rushing. Sandy Creek's got one penalty for 15 yards. The first downs, the Mustangs have got 7. And Sandy Creek has got 3 so far. Again, it's a 14-6 ball game as Stanton has got the lead. Wilkie so far has thrown for 55 yards and a touchdown. He's also rushed the ball. Actually, he's thrown for 26 yards and a touchdown. He's rushed it for 55 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Shaw has completed one pass, 32 yards for a touchdown. Shaw has rushed the ball 5 times, 22 yards. Connor Reppy, 1 carry and 5 yards so far through the first quarter. So Stanton has got the ball This is going to be Wilkie, and he breaks through there, and Wilkie takes the ball down to about the 5-yard line. So the Cougars had him stopped again, and Wilkie takes the ball as he squirts loose down to about the 5-yard line. Stanton now working to our end zone to our left, the north end zone here at Memorial Stadium. Already a 14-6 ball game. Stanton has got the lead here over the Sandy Creek Cougars. Wilkie comes up. They're going to have Pullman set up right ahead of him. Wilkie fakes the ball on the end around. Wilkie takes the ball down to about the 2-yard line. Wilkie carrying the ball to the 2. Tackle is made in there by Sandy Creek's Hudson Devlin again for the Cougars. But now before Stanton moves the ball within striking distance down here. They're sitting at the 2-yard line of Sandy Creek looking for their 3rd touchdown of this ball game. On their 3rd offensive possession. Now the fullback, Logan Tiki, is in the backfield here. Man comes in motion. Wilkie will follow Tiki into the end zone. That was too easy. Took it around the left end, and Wilkie takes it in for the touchdown here with 10 minutes and 56 seconds to play. A 1-yard TD run. That was too easy. They had the big old fullback Logan Tiki in there at 5'6", 165-pound sophomore. He was leading the way as Barrett Wilkie takes it in for the touchdown for Stanton. And that makes the score now 20-6 in favor of the Mustangs. And Stanton will come up. They'll go for the 2-point conversion. Empty backfield. They hand the ball away. This is going to be Pullman trying to come around the left end, and he's not going to get there. He lined him up as a wide receiver out to the right side. Pullman comes back and gets the handoff. The 2-point conversion is no good. But the 3rd offensive possession of the ball game, Stanton scores. They use that onside kick following their 2nd touchdown. They recovered an onside kick. Kind of caught the Cougars sleeping there. And they take it into the end zone for the touchdown. 10:56 to play here in the first half. Stanton 20, Sandy Creek 6. You're listening to high school football this afternoon on Extreme Sports.
As a family-owned community bank, Cornerstone Bank knows the importance of building strong relationships with our ag producers. Cornerstone is also large enough to handle all your farm lending needs. Whether you're in the market for equipment, livestock, real estate, or farm inputs, Cornerstone is ready to support you with excellent farm lending options. Hi, this is Lance Williams with Cornerstone Bank. I invite you to call or stop by any of our locations to discuss your farm operation needs. Bank on a solid foundation with Cornerstone Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to approval.
SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar want to congratulate the Sandy Creek football team on a great season and good luck in the state playoffs. We are proud of you. SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics. You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the action.
All right, we're back here at Memorial Stadium. The kickoff came to a short man. He flips the ball back here to Shaw, and Shaw's going to bring the ball up here to about the 36-yard line. So the Cougars find themselves in unfamiliar territory, at least for the 2024 season. They have completely dominated their opponents, not only in the regular season, but here in the state playoffs. And right now, 20-6 is the score. Stanton has got the lead. This is the team that won the state championship a year ago, looking to repeat here for this season. Ethan Shaw back out there for Sandy Creek. He fakes the ball. Shaw is going to run it, and he's going to be stacked up on the play. Shaw is stacked up on the play, busting through there for Stanton defensively. The outside linebacker, Josh Arns. Arns, a 6'3", 195-pound junior. He had 47 stops throughout the season with a couple of quarterback sacks. Shaw was able to pick up only 1 yard on the play as he moves it from the 36 to the 37-yard line. Sandy Creek working from our left to our right here. In the second quarter of play, the Cougars are trailing in this ball game by a score of 20-6. Shaw wants to throw Shaw is under pressure. He's got it. He throws it to the near side. He throws it out of bounds. He throws it out of bounds. The intended receiver over here was Jacob Peter, but that was way over his head, out of bounds. And now the Cougars will be looking at third down. Third down and 9 yards to go. The ball is at the 36-yard line of Sandy Creek. So 3 offensive possessions so far for the Stanton Mustangs. They have scored 3 times against the Sandy Creek defense. Now offensively, the Cougars got to try to get something going here. Down by a couple of scores. Shaw throws the ball. It's going to be caught there. Spinning his way across the 40. Down to about the 37-yard line. Rempe with a reception there for Sandy Creek. But that is going to be a little bit short of the first down. They're going to mark the ball at the 36-yard line. They got to take the ball to the 32, actually the 34 for the first down. It's 4th down and 2 yards to go. Rempe got it over here on the right side. Did not get to the first down stakes before he was tackling the play. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 2 situation for Sandy Creek from the 36-yard line of Stanton. The Cougars up to the line of scrimmage here. Shaw waiting here in the backfield. Man behind him. Shaw is going to run the ball to the left side. Slips one tackle. He breaks into the open. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5-yard line, and he's run out of bounds. Ethan Shaw breaks a tackle just as he got the ball to the outside, and then it was a race to the end zone, and Shaw is going to be run out of bounds down here. They're going to spot the football down around the 3-yard line. So a great run there by Ethan Shaw as he takes the ball down to the 3-yard line for the Cougars. And now Sandy Creek knocking on touchdown door, trying to get back into the ball game here. On the first down and goal from the Stanton 3-yard line. Empty backfield, 3 wide receivers split out to the right side for Sandy Creek. Shaw with the ball. He sprints out. Here comes the pressure. Shaw has still got it. Shaw throws the ball into the end zone. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Boy, threw that one in a dangerous area. They had a couple of wide receivers, but also a lot of white shirts there. Shaw was throwing the ball across his body back to the center of the field there. Always a dangerous spot. So they gave him the touchdown and at the previous play. Is that right? All right, they're going to give him the touchdown. So Ethan Shaw took it in for the touchdown. That was the 2-point conversion. So they did give him the touchdown back there. I didn't see the arms go up on the officials, but Ethan Shaw gets the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good. So the 2-point conversion attempt, Shaw throws it into the end zone. That was no good. So we got a break in the action with a score. Stanton 20, Sandy Creek 12. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
We know the Sandy Creek football team has excelled on the field this year, but what about your cattle? Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield encourages everyone to be watching for our first public offering of private treated Angus bulls. Bulls bred for high growth, balanced EPDs, and eye appeal that are backed by maternally proven cow families. The Shaw brothers, Josh, Ethan, Christian, Charlie, and Delaney, yes, she's one of the boys too, are excited and proud to visit with all interested individuals about Shaw Elite Cattle's performance and genetics, not to mention anything sports or Cougar country related. That's Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the action.
All right, here comes the kickoff, and it's going to be taken there by Stanton, and the Mustangs will have the ball. So Ethan Shaw credited with a 36-yard touchdown run for the Cougars at the 9:50 mark of the second quarter. The 2-point conversion is no good. So 20-12 is the score now as Stanton has got the lead over Sandy Creek here for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. The Cougars looking to win their first ever title. Stanton won the state championship a season ago. Stanton back up to the line of scrimmage. Wilkie with the ball, and Wilkie is going to be hit, and down he goes as he comes to the near sideline. Ethan Shaw into the stop for Sandy Creek here. Wilkie actually loses a yard on the play. back here to the, looks like the 18-yard line. Maybe closer to the 17-yard line. A loss of about 1.5 yards on the play. So it's second down. 9 minutes, 46 seconds to play here in the second quarter from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Stanton with a lead over Sandy Creek. Kind of an entertaining game so far. 20-12 is the score. Wilkie has got the ball. Wilkie sets. He wants to throw. Wilkie flushed out of the pocket. He's on the run. Look out. He's got dangerous feet. He's inert in the midfield stripe 35 of Sandy Creek, and he's run out of bounds to the 30. Wilkie wanted to throw the football, and they flush him out of the pocket, and Wilkie, well, he gets into the open, and it's lights out. And Wilkie takes the ball down here to the Sandy Creek 31-yard line before he is run out of bounds. So Barrett Wilkie, it was rushed for 2,624 yards on the season. He gets loose there. Sandy Creek had him contained, and he found just a little seam to break out of there and took the ball into Cougar territory down here to the 31-yard line. There's a snap there. It's going to go to Pullman as Pullman takes the ball for a couple of yards. Wilkie, the quarterback, was lined up away from center. A short snap with there to Pullman as Pullman takes the ball down to about the 29-yard line. Tackle made in there by Sandy Creek's Hudson Devlin again for the Cougars. Second down and 8 yards to go. The ball sitting between the 29 and the 30-yard line here. And now you've got Pullman in the Wildcat, and we're going to have a timeout called by Andrew Kuda. So Pullman lines up in the Wildcat formation. He was going to take the snap, and Andrew Kuda calls the timeout defensively here for the Cougars. 8 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's Stanton 20, Sandy Creek 12. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Hi, Mike Will back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. 163 yards of total offense so far for this Mustang team. 103 yards of total offense for Sandy Creek so far. Second down at about 8 yards to go. It's Stanton with the ball. Here's Pullman sliding through there. Pullman takes the ball down to about the 20-yard line. Boy, this is just a tough duel to handle here. Becker Pullman, he's the running back, an All-Stater from a year ago. 6 foot, 195-pound senior who has rushed for 1,407 yards this year. And then Barrett Wilkie, an All-Stater in his own right from a year ago. 2,624 yards. That's another first down here for Stanton. They've got the ball at the 20-yard line of Sandy Creek as Wilkie is just going to go straight ahead, right in the teeth of the buzzsaw of this Sandy Creek defense. Tackle is made in there by the Cougars. That's going to be Peter and also Jack Watts in on the stop for Sandy Creek, but a pickup there of about 3 yards. We'll call it second down and 7 yards to go. The ball is at the 17-yard line of Sandy Creek. Stanton has already got a 20-12 lead over the Cougars here in the second period. Wilkie up under center. Wilkie follows his blockers around the right end, and he's going to be drugged down. He gets the ball down to about the 15-yard line. He is drugged down there. Tackle is made by Jacob Peter for the Cougars, a 6 foot, 200-pound senior for Sandy Creek. But a third down situation now for the Stanton Mustangs. Third down, we'll call it about, 5 yards to go? About 4 yards to go. Third down and 4 yards to go from the 15-yard line of Sandy Creek as the play comes in from the Stanton staff here on the near sideline. Third down and about 4 yards to go. Man goes in motion. The snap comes back. It's going to be a fumble. I think the Cougars are on the football. Yes, they are. The snap came back, and recovering the ball was Hudson Devlin. They had Pullman in the backfield. They had their quarterback Wilkie in the backfield. I think that was supposed to be a short snap again to Becker Pullman. It was off of his fingertips, and it was on the turf, and Hudson Devlin comes up with a big fumble recovery there for the Cougars. So the first time that the Stanton drive did not end up in the end zone. They had 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. That time they were knocking on touchdown door again inside the Cougar red zone. And a turnover in Sandy Creek now with a chance to get something going here offensively. Ethan Shaw wants to throw the ball. He does, and it's going to be way, way over the head of his intended receiver. Down there for Sandy Creek was Connor Rempe, but that one was nowhere close. A little bit too much juice there from Ethan Shaw. That was way, way overthrown to Connor Rempe. Incomplete pass, second down, and 10 yards to go. In the first game here today, the Class D2 state championship, Central Valley knocking off Riverside by the score of 52-12. Omaha West Side will play Millard South in the Class A state championship game later on tonight at 7:15, and then 3 more games tomorrow here at Memorial Stadium. Here's Ethan Shaw with the ball. He gets a couple of yards, takes it around the right end. That's Barrett Wilkie coming up to make the stop on defense. A pick of about 6 yards in the play. Third down and 4 yards to go. The ball is out here at the 26-yard line. Sandy Creek moving from our left to our right, north to south here in the second quarter of play. We're down to 6:25 to go here in the first half. The Cougars are trailing in this ball game by a score of 20-12. Trying to put something together here after they got the fumble recovery. This is Stanton was thinking touchdown here. There's a pitch back here, breaking back and bringing it across the midfield stripe. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Connor Rempe takes the ball for the distance for the Sandy Creek Cougars. He comes back on a little reverse to this side, and Rempe had nothing but green turf ahead of him as he takes the ball into the end zone for a touchdown here for Sandy Creek. With 5 minutes and 58 seconds to play, Rempe just seesaws his way through the defense here for Stanton and takes the ball for the touchdown. And now it's a 20-18 ball game. The Cougars are trailing, and now Sandy Creek will go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Ethan Shaw. He's going to have a man in the backfield. Shaw waiting for the snap. Shaw takes it to the left side. Shaw just walks the ball into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Sandy Creek has come back to tie the score now at 20 points apiece. That was following the big fumble recovery down at the other end. Sandy Creek made quick work of things. Hudson Devlin gets the fumble recovery. And a couple of plays later on offense, Connor Rempe gets the touchdown. The Cougars at the 2-point conversion, and we are knotted up now here in the second quarter of play. 5:58 to go until halftime. The score, it's a Sandy Creek 20, Stanton 20. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Pioneer brand corn hybrids boast leading innovation. They're the seeds that provide relief, not just because of their outstanding performance, but the knowledge that every single one has been proven in the toughest environment possible, the field. Pioneer brand corn hybrids, field proven and ready for yours. Learn more at pioneer.com or contact your local Pioneer representative. Mike Shaw at Shaw Ag Solutions in Fairfield and Clay Center, or Bill Pohlmeyer at Pohlmeyer Ag in Lawrence and Dewey's. Go ahead, have at it.
You You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports. Now, let's get back to the action.
That was a 54-yard touchdown run from Connor Rempe for the Sandy Creek Cougars. A 2-point conversion was good. 3 plays, 61 yards for the Cougars to tie up this football game. It is now 20 points apiece between Sandy Creek and Stanton. Cougars kicking the ball up. It's knocked along the ground, and Stanton will recover the ball out here at about the 24-yard line. So 5 minutes and 57 seconds to play here in the first half. Sandy Creek 20 and Stanton 20. Entertaining first half of play here between these two teams. Wilkie comes back out. He's under center this time. Wilkie with the ball. He's going to run it himself around the left end. Slips through one tackler, and then he's going to be run out of bounds. 25, 26-yard line. Tackle is made in there by the Cougars. That's Alston Clark getting over there to run him out of bounds. Clark with 98 tackles coming into the football game here this afternoon. 6 foot, 185-pound junior for the Cougars. We'll give Wilkie a pickup of maybe 2 on the play. Second down and 8 yards to go. The ball pushed back out here to the 26-yard line. 5:52 to play now here in the second quarter. Wilkie in the shotgun set now. Wilkie with the ball. He sprints it out right side. Wilkie takes it to the sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Up around the first down marker as Wilkie takes the ball around the right end. Took the snap and headed for the sideline. Let's see when they spot the football. They're going to spot it just short of the first down stakes. They're going to put the ball down here at about the 33. So it's going to bring up a third down situation. Third down and about a yard now for the Stanton Mustangs at their own 33-yard line. The ball is on the far side hash. Wilkie up under center. Man comes in motion. Wilkie takes it to the left side. 35. 40, breaks a tackle, 35, he's still on his feet, takes the ball all the way down to the 26-yard line of Sandy Creek. Tackle is made in there by number 3 for Sandy Creek, Cameron Seeley, who comes up to make the stop. That was a touchdown-saving tackle there by Seeley. As Wilkie is brought down in the play, as ASD went down at about the 27-yard line. So first down and 10 for Stanton at the Sandy Creek 27-yard line. Seeley made a great tackle there. Wilkie may have still been running toward the goal line here for the Stanton offense. Wilkie again up under center. He flips the ball back to Pullman. He gets outside, eludes one man, takes the ball down to about the 22-yard line where he is spun down there by the Sandy Creek defense at the 22. So he's going to bring up a second down situation now. Second down and 5 yards to go. That was a pickup of 5 on the last play. 4:50 to play here in the second quarter. We're tied up between Stanton and Sandy Creek here this afternoon. Cougars have come from a couple of scores down here in the first half to tie up the score. Wilkie with the ball again. He's going to run it around the left end, and a nice defensive play coming up there is Connor Rempe to chop him down. Connor Rempe comes up from the quarterback position to knock down the quarterback in Barrett Wilkie. That was a loss of about a yard in the play as they push it back here to about the 30-yard line. And again, another big third down call here. Third down and 3 yards to go for Stanton. The ball is at the Sandy Creek 20-yard line with 4 minutes and 4 seconds to play now in the second quarter. Wilkie is in the gun now. He's got the snap. Wilkie is going to run it around the right end. Eludes one man again. Wilkie puts his head down and drives the ball down here. He should have enough for first down. Ethan Shaw is going to bring him down for Sandy Creek, but a first down there for the Stanton Mustangs as they move the ball down to the Sandy Creek 16-yard line. Boy, a lot of Barrett Wilkie here in this football game for the Stanton Mustangs. As Wilkie so far in this ball game We've already got him with 133 yards. 133 yards on the ground with a couple of touchdowns in 22 attempts. Wilkie has got the ball again. Rather, they snap that one to a Pullman. Pullman takes the ball down to about the 6-yard line. Yeah, Wilkie's 100 yards already in this ball game. Pullman has rushed the ball for 54 yards. 22 carries, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns for Wilkie. Pullman has got 10 carries, 54 yards. As Stanton has already got 213 yards of total offense in this ball game. Pickup of 9 on the last play. 2nd down and a yard to go. The ball is sitting at the 7-yard line. Here's a Pullman again. Pullman to the 5-yard line. Pullman to the 4. He's brought down there. That's going to be Ethan Shaw and the stop for the Cougars. Also getting through there for Sandy Creek. They're going to have Jack Watts, Hudson Devlin up there to bring him down. But that's going to be enough for a first down, and now they got 4 cracks inside the 5-yard line. First down here. First down and goal. The ball is down here at the Sandy Creek 3-yard line. 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play. Here in the second quarter, we're in a tie ball game. Wilkie waiting for the snap. He's got it. Wilkie is going to try to move the ball around the left end, and coming in to knock him down is going to be Ethan Shaw. Shaw gets through there and knocks down Wilkie, a loss of 2 yards in the play. Back here to the 5-yard line. So a great job again by Ethan Shaw. Quarterback's the team for Sandy Creek, also the outside linebacker. 87 stops, 7 tackles for loss, and a quarterback sack so far this year for Ethan Shaw defensively. 1:45 to play here in the second quarter. Stanton trying for the go-ahead touchdown here in this second period. Wilkie up under center. They're just going to move the ball straight ahead behind that big offensive line, and they plow the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. They just ran behind that big offensive line. They got the push. 220 pounds, 280 pounds as Barrett Wilkie scores his 3rd touchdown of this first half of play. That a 3-yard quarterback sneak. That gives Stanton now a 26-20 advantage over Sandy Creek. And now Stanton will go for the 2-point conversion. So this use that big offensive line it's like a big old snow plow. They took it in there for the score. There's the same play as Wilkie just goes straight ahead for the 2-point conversion. A quarterback sneak for the 2-point conversion. 1 minute, 31 seconds to play now in the second quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Stanton 28, Sandy Creek 20. You're listening to the State High School Football Championship on Extreme Sports.
A bag of corn is a bag of corn, unless it's Pioneer brand Chrome Seed Corn. Then you've got the most optimized bag of yield potential, agronomic performance, and insect protection the Pioneer lineup has to offer. The sort of bag that will make life easier for you 8+ bushels per acre easier. Pioneer brand Chrome products. Field proven and ready for yours. Learn more at pioneer.com or contact your local Pioneer representative, Sarah Himberger of Glenville or Brian Shaw of Edgar. Go ahead, have at it.
You are listening to Cougar Football on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. A 5-yard touchdown run by Barrett Wilkie on a quarterback sneak. Takes it into the end zone. He gets the 2-point conversion as well. 28-20 is the score now. Stanton has got the lead. Short kickoff. Now the Cougars fumble the football, and Stanton is on top of the ball out here at the 26-yard line. Sandy Creek trying to bring the ball back. Ball pops loose, and it's recovered here by Stanton. And now the Mustangs with a golden opportunity, still with 1 minute and 27 seconds to play here in the second quarter with a one-score lead. Sandy Creek coughs up the pig here on the kickoff return. And the Stanton Mustangs have got the ball here. They'll take over at the 26-yard line of Sandy Creek. So now the Mustangs come out offensively. And there's a running play there by Wilkie that didn't that much. Ethan Shaw into the stop there for Sandy Creek as they bring the ball back here to the 26-yard line. No gain in the play. Second down and 10 yards to go. Clock is running, 1 minute and 4 seconds to play. So Sandy Creek was caught on an onside kick earlier in this half, and now they fumble the ball away on a kickoff. Wilkie has got the ball here. He sprints out right side, ducks through there, and he's going to be run out of bounds on the far sideline down around the 21-yard line. Jack Watts running him out of bounds there for the Cougars. Down around the 21-yard line, so that stops the clock here. 46 seconds to go here in the quarter. 28-20 is the score. So it's third down, and about 6 yards to go. Ball sitting at the 22 of Sandy Creek. Man comes in motion as Wilkie just going to go straight ahead. Wilkie moves the ball down to about the 18, maybe to the 17-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down by about a yard. Fourth down and a yard to go. The ball sitting at the 17. Stanton quickly up to the line of scrimmage here. Again, Wilkie is just going to go straight ahead. He only needed a yard. I think he's going to pick that up. Yep, there's the indication. First down here for Stanton. Now we're down to 23 seconds to go. Stanton has got the ball at the Sandy Creek 15-yard line. Trying to cash in on the Sandy Creek crucial turnover on the special teams. Man goes in motion. Wilkie wants to throw. Wilkie to the sideline, and he throws the ball out of bounds. Wilkie throws it out of bounds. Good pressure there by Sandy Creek as Wilkie had to get rid of it. Coming from the backside pressure was Jacob Peter, the defensive end there for the Cougars. So it's second down and 10 yards to go. Only 12 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Stanton out on top of this ball game, a score of 28-20. Now Pullman and Wilkie lined up side by side in the backfield. Pullman now goes in motion. Wilkie looking. He throws the ball. Pullman grabs the ball at the 5-yard line down to the 4-yard line. Where he's brought down there. Wilkie gets the ball down to Pullman. 6 seconds to go now. As Stanton is up to the line of scrimmage. First down and goal. The ball is down here at about the 3-yard line, and now a timeout is called. Timeout is called. Stanton, they want more here in the first half. We'll take a break. 6 seconds to play in the first half. It's Stanton 28, Sandy Creek 20.
To some, the sound of a bag of seed being opened marks a year of unpredictability and sleepless nights. But for those opening a bag of Pioneer brand corn, it brings a different set of feelings. To them, that sound marks innovation, knowing every seed has been proven in the toughest environment possible, the field. It marks the start of the best year you'll ever have. Pioneer brand corn hybrids, field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/innovation.
Local sales representatives Sarah Hemberger of Glenville and Brian Shaw of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at the Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Class D1 State High School Football Championship, 28-20 is the score. Stanton has got the lead. Sandy Creek trying to keep the Mustangs out of the end zone here. We've got 6 seconds to play in the second quarter. Wilkie is in the backfield, the quarterback here for Stanton. He's got the ball. He fumbles it, and he picks it up. He saves the ball. Now time has expired, and that is it. So a big crucial mistake there for Stanton. Wilkie fumbles the ball. He had to go down to grab it, and time runs out, and Stanton is unable to cash in on the turnover there for Sandy Creek. So Stanton is kept out of the end zone by Sandy Creek. So a fumbled snap there as Wilkie couldn't come up with it. And it's a 28-20 ball game at halftime in the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. We'll have more after this. You're listening to High School Football on Extreme Sports.
Looking for reliable farming and construction equipment? Head to Landmark Implement in Fairfield, located right on Highway 74 in the heart of Clay County. At Landmark, we specialize in large ag equipment and precision ag support, meeting the needs of farmers in Geneva and Aurora. Whether you're upgrading your planter or need top-notch service, our team has you covered. We have a fantastic selection of John Deere lawn and garden equipment, compact utility tractors, and even Gator utility vehicles. Whether it's for a small acreage or a large farm, our compact tractor packages come with all the attachments you need to get the job done. Need service? Our certified master technicians are ready to help with on-farm service, combine repair, or even a simple mower tune-up. Experience the Landmark difference today in Fairfield. For all your John Deere sales, parts, service, and precision ag needs, Landmark is your trusted partner.
Since 1948, Shuck Drilling has been South Central Nebraska's go-to-water well experts. Remember Shuck Drilling for irrigation, well drilling, pump installations, repairs, and all related parts and service. Shuck Drilling, quality products and first-rate service at a fair price.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
The Cougar Pride Booster Club would like to wish the Sandy Creek football team a great season. You are making...
We know the Sandy Creek football team has excelled on the field this year, but what about your cattle? Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield encourages everyone to be watching for our first public offering of private, treated Angus bulls. Bulls bred for high growth, balanced EPDs and eye appeal that are backed by maternally proven cow families. The Shaw brothers, Josh, Ethan, Christian, Charlie, and Delaney. Yes, she's one of the boys too. Are excited and proud to visit with all interested individuals about Shaw Elite Cattle's performance and genetics, not to mention anything sports or Cougar country related. That's Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield.
You are listening to High School Football on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Sandy Creek trailing Stanton here at the break, 28-20 for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. It's been an entertaining half of football. We got the halftime stats coming up in just a couple of minutes. Wanted to bring in Bob Jensen again from Huskerland Prep to join us. And Bob, when we had you on our morning show during the week, we thought this would be kind of an entertaining ball game. That's exactly what we've got here in the first half.
So much skill in this game, Will. I mean, there's just great skill players on both sides. They're both coming through in the clutch. They're kind of doing it different ways a little bit. Ethan Shaw is a really good passing quarterback. I still feel like that can make a difference in the second half, but that's just it. They're able to, on defense, as far as stopping Stan, it just seems like they've come up with a number of plays. It's just when they needed a play, they come up one short, and there's no room for error for either one of these defenses.
Yeah, if you had on your bingo card Wilkie throwing a touchdown pass for the first touchdown of the day. Not many people had that. He throws the first touchdown to get him on the board. Stanton is supposed to be this rushing team, but they get in the end zone through the airways.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Bear Wilkie is one of those kids playing 8-man football that would be an all-stater at the C1 level. The kid's a 59-foot shot putter. That's something to remember. And him and that Becker Pullman, they've been at the center of everything that's happened here at Stanton over these last 3 years, especially. They've been, right at the top of right at the top of D1, and finally, broke through, got a championship, and they're in position to win another. It feels like all great football games is going to come down to somebody making somebody make a mistake.
Now, last year it was the mistake that Sandy Creek made in the semifinals that proved to be the difference in the ball game. I'm with you. You just get that funny little feeling that something is going to happen here in the second half to kind of turn the tide here.
Yeah, and it's true. It's the same kind of game. Nobody can stop anybody. And again, it goes back to the same thing. There's just so many playmakers on both sides of the ball, and they are showing up today. So, and it's just they've got the perfect setup. The wind has gone down. There's a stillness. It's nice weather. For late November. We're just primed for a really exciting second half.
Yeah, we talked about the Sandy Creek defense throughout much of the playoffs so far. And I'm surprised that maybe Stanton has been able to move the ball up and down the field like they have in this first half. But this is a potent team, but I thought Sandy Creek's defense would hang in there and be a little tougher today.
Well, it's funny because, excuse me, here we sat, they give up 28 points, and they have hung in there. It's just, if you let up for a second, here they are. And again, Stan's got a Power 5 recruit in the line. 54, Garrett Hansen, is my favorite lineman in 8-man football. He's a tough kid. He doesn't get a lot of pub, but I like how he plays. And then that Davidson kid, he has really blossomed this season. So they're just good across the front. Where I thought that and they still could. Sandy Creek is fast, and Sandy Creek can make some plays happen. They're just going to have to find a way to get at least a couple of stops in this second half, right? I mean, because, right now you're behind 8. They got to break there. They got to break there at the end, with having Wilkie fumble, unfortunately. But you got to take advantage of those things. And, you think about, game-changing plays. People want to talk about turnovers. That onside kick, not only was it genius, it was perfectly executed. And not only that, it was executed by a kid who doesn't get to play all that much, so good for him.
So it's a 28-20 ball game here at halftime. Stanton has got the lead over Sandy Creek. We only saw one championship today. Bob, Central Valley wins in the Class D2 over Riverside, winning easily today, 52-12.
It's like my 8th grade girlfriend said, this isn't about you, it's about me. And it was about Central Valley, okay? Central Valley just came out and blew their doors off. And, Riverside was wounded. Some of its best players not at full capacity or not even able to play, although it was awesome to see number 8, Drew Caraher, get to dress and be introduced and walk out onto the field. The kid's an all-stater in every way you can be an all-state high school kid. But, they had no answer. There's just so many weapons on that team, and, they're young. They're spoiler alert, there's a real good chance they're going to do the same thing next year.
All right, we're talking with Bob Jensen from Huskerland Prep at halftime. Sandy Creek is trailing Stanton by a score of 28-20. I'm curious to know a little bit more about your 8th grade girlfriend, Bob. I bet she was a heck of a woman hanging around with you in the 8th grade.
Yeah, there was just something magic. There was magic in the air, Will. I don't know what to tell you. It was a magical time.
Class A state championship game later on tonight. You told me here Millard South has a chance to put it to Omaha West Side here this year, Bob. You don't hear that a lot. West Side has kind of been ruling the roost, so to speak, in Class A.
No, and that's just it. I've been saying that for a week now. It's so weird that somehow West Side in its 6th consecutive state finals is this poor little underdog that you hope can, hold its own and whatnot. Now, they are substantial underdogs tonight. I mean, this Millard South team, the team that they got beat by, Basha, Arizona, is, I'm almost positive, their top 40 in the country.
Wow.
And, they beat them by 11 points. And, they haven't been touched. I mean, when you beat Kearney 52-3 in a game that it was over in the first quarter, Miller South at its best will not get beat. If they are a little bit less than their best. And, Westside, who's been coming down the stretch, they've that defense has really come to life. They've only allowed, I think, like one touchdown the varsity has in this playoff series. They got a sophomore quarterback, Braylon Warren, Tay Jenkins at running back. I just love the idea of being an announcer, getting to say that Tay Jenkins just went for a 50-yard touchdown, which he may very well tonight. And I don't know, Westside, Paul Lamangi is a fantastic high school football coach, and if there's a guy who can crack the code, it would be him.
All right, so that's the Class A game tonight, 7:15. Tomorrow, the night game, Class B, Bennington, Omaha Scott. Any feelings here?
Bennington. I think the worst thing that happened to Class B was Scott beating Bennington the first time. The one thing is, the way that Scott wins, weirdly enough, because Matt Turman's the coach there, that's not how he plays. He likes power football. His quarterback, Dylan Van Dyke, has had a historic season, and the wide receiver, Joe Kaliga, has set Class B records for touchdowns and receiving yards. And they just blitzed Bennington the first time. I think Bennington fixes it, and it's now a good time to mention that the coach at Lenhart at Bennington, who's won 3 in a row, was a high school classmate of my daughter who just got married 2 weeks ago.
Well,
see how
nice.
that all fits together?
You hang around with some exciting people there, Bob. Class C1 tomorrow, Central City. You've got a few ties to Central City. Can your boys do it against the Wahoo tomorrow?
No. I don't think so. I mean, look, we're going to play the game, and if you have won your way into a state championship or any game, that's just it. Things happen. And the thing is, the Bison have beaten consecutive undefeated teams who pride themselves on playing great defense. And there's no stopping the Central City offense. I can pretty much assure you that. I do worry about the Central City defense being able to hold up against Wahoo's offense, and I thought it would be a high-scoring game. I think Central City is going to get theirs. I think it's going to be a little bit like this in that how do you stop Wahoo? An upset would be fantastic. I've got a lot of very dear friends. I spent the majority of my life in Central City, and I feel a little left behind. Here they are in the state final, and I'm not there. But anyway, it's a great time in Central City. I've had a chance to talk to some friends, and this is truly a once in a lifetime experience for that community, and I know they are reveling in it.
We have ties with Troy Hubert, who spent some time at Hastings College. We knew Troy and did a lot of his games when he was with the Broncos. So
Troy Hubert is one of the great high school coaches. I don't care how old he is; he's still a real young man. But he came to Central City and made that a consistent winning program when it hadn't won on a consistent basis over 40 years. They've qualified 14 times, Will, and 8 times Troy Hubert was the coach.
All right, so maybe Central City can pull an upset tomorrow, huh?
Possibly.
The other game is in Class C2 tomorrow. That is going to pit Norfolk Catholic and Bishop Newman. Same 2 teams, basically, in C2.
Yeah, well, here we go again. Start of the season, everybody was fully healthy. Norfolk Catholic had to fight like crazy to beat Newman by a touchdown. Connor Booth, the Nebraska recruit who plays running back in Newman, got hurt last week, hurt an ankle. I saw it for myself. He did not look good. Now, he's a young man. I'm sure they've rehabbed him every way you can, and hopefully he's 100%. But at 100%, Newman's got a shot. That is a really good, big, physical team. And they've got a linebacker, this Van Slyke kid is just lights out. Booth is a superstar. They've got 2 kids for sure who'll be all-staters in the line. And they've been close. They were right there with them. Newman's, everybody knows about Newman's program's pedigree. So, but if Booth is not, then that could get one-sided. We'll see. But it's hard to pick against Norfolk Catholic. How could you possibly?
Some of the same old faces. Some new faces, some new faces this year, but some of the Old faces are always around here, aren't they?
Well, I tell you what, I have so much, and everybody does, but Jeff Beller. Jeff Beller could be anything he wanted to be. I mean, he has earned every right, but that is a good man who believes in high school football and takes care of his program, takes care of his kids, makes sure his kids take care of himself. And they win. And what is a little quick math? He's at 422. He's won 422 high school football games. If you win 10 games, oh my God,
that's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years. So anyway, that'll be a lot of fun.
28-20 is our score. Here's Sandy Creek trailing this ball game at halftime. Give us the key in the second half, Bob. What's this game going to come down to? A turnover here and there?
Sandy Creek's defense. Sandy Creek's defense has got to get, I'm saying at least 2 stops, because I don't know how often Stanton's going to be able to stop Sandy, but they've got to get at least 2 stops and then hold on to the ball and get it to the end. At this point, anything is possible, but if Sandy Creek's defense is able to find a way to slow Stanton down, they've got a chance to win the game.
Bob, we always appreciate you spending time with us here, and we'll see you along the hardwoods, I'm sure, here in a couple of weeks, huh?
Well, I'm no Gino, but I'm a poor second. But I'm apparently the only guy in the pool that was willing to come on at halftime. So it's always good. Like I said, I'm happy for what you got going here.
Okay, thanks. That's Bob Jensen from Huskerland Prep. Again, we're at halftime. The Sandy Creek Cougars trailing Stanton here for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship, 28-20. We'll have more after this on Extreme Sports.
Looking for reliable farming and construction equipment? Head to Landmark Implement in Fairfield, located right on Highway 74 in the heart of Clay County. At Landmark, we specialize in large ag equipment and precision ag support, meeting the needs of farmers in Geneva and Aurora. Whether you're upgrading your planter or need top-notch service, our team has you covered. We have a fantastic selection of John Deere lawn and garden equipment, compact utility tractors, and even Gator utility vehicles. Whether it's for a small acreage or a large farm, our compact tractor packages come with all the attachments you need to get the job done. Need service? Our certified master technicians are ready to help with on-farm service, combine repair, or even a simple mower tune-up. Experience the Landmark difference today in Fairfield. For all your John Deere sales, parts, service, and precision ag needs, Landmark is your trusted partner.
Since 1948, Shuck Drilling has been South Central Nebraska's go-to-water well experts. Remember Shuck Drilling for irrigation, well drilling, pump installations, repairs, and all related parts and service. Shuck Drilling, quality products and first-rate service at a fair price.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar want to congratulate the Sandy Creek football team on a great season and good luck in the state playoffs. We are proud of you. SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics.
You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Hi, Mike Will back here, Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. It is a 28-20 ball game. Stanton out on top of Sandy Creek as we get ready for the third quarter. Stanton has put up 248 yards of total offense in this ball game, 38 yards passing, 210 yards rushing. Sandy Creek with 164 total yards so far. They've got 39 yards passing, 125 yards rushing. Barrett Wilkie has completed 2 of 4 passes, 38 yards and a touchdown. Wilkie has also rushed for 144 yards in this ball game. On 29 carries, he's got 3 touchdowns. Becker Pullman has got 12 carries, 66 yards so far. For Sandy Creek, Ethan Shaw has completed 2 of 4 passes, 39 yards and a touchdown. Shaw has rushed the ball 8 times, 66 yards with a score. Connor Rempe has got 2 rushing attempts, 59 yards and a touchdown. Cameron Seeley has got 1 touchdown reception for 32 yards. Becker Pullman has got 2 receptions and 38 yards for Stanton. So those are the halftime numbers as we get set to go here in the second half. And it's going to be Stanton kicking off. Sandy Creek will bring the ball back. And the Cougars are trailing in this ball game by a score of 28-20. As Bob mentioned, he thinks they're going to have to come up with a couple of stops on defense here in the second half to maybe win this ball game from the defending champs here this afternoon. So Sandy Creek will have the opening possession. They will have the ball here at their own 36-yard line. The Cougars will move from our left to our right here in this second half of play, or at least the third quarter. Shaw with the ball, sprints out left side. He throws the ball. It's going to be caught down here at the 33-yard line. But Stanton right here on the near sideline. It's Cameron Seeley with a reception. He's just a freshman. We always talk about the senior class here for Sandy Creek, but they got some good guys coming up here down there on the hill at Sandy Creek. Cameron Seeley is one of them. 5'11", 165-pound freshman wide receiver here for the Cougars. He gets the first down as they move the ball down to the 33-yard line of Stanton. Again, the Mustangs have got the lead over the Cougars here by 8 points at 28-20. Here's Ethan Shaw with the ball. Shaw hesitates and tries to drive the ball around the left end as he is going to be tackled in the play there. That's going to be Becker Pullman coming up to make this stop as they get the ball down to about the 31-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, it's been an entertaining first half of play. 28-20 is the score. It's like a heavyweight fight. One team gets into the end zone, the other team comes back. Sandy Creek has given up an onside kick, and they've also fumbled the ball on the kickoff return, but they're surviving here. There's a Rempe around the left end. He's going to be chopped down here at the 32-yard line. A nice defensive play there by Garrett Hansen, the defensive end for his Stanton. 5'11", 200-pound senior comes in to make the stop. Rempe is stopped on the play. That's the line of scrimmage is the 31-yard line, but now the Cougars looking at a third down situation. Third down and about 8 yards to go for Sandy Creek. Sandy Creek 4 out of 8 on third down conversions in the first half of play. There's a pass downfield that's going to be caught for the touchdown. It's caught for the touchdown. Ball thrown right on the money there from Ethan Shaw into the end zone for the score as Sandy Creek scores. Wes Biltoff gets the touchdown reception there for Sandy Creek. That is his 9th touchdown reception of the season as Ethan Shaw throws a perfect stripe to Biltoff, and the Cougars are just a couple of points away from maybe tying this baby up. So Wes Biltoff gets the touchdown reception there for Sandy Creek, the sophomore wide receiver. And now Sandy Creek will line up with the two-point conversion. Shaw with the ball. Shaw wants to throw it. He does. It's going to be caught for the two-point conversion. He sold that as a run. Went to the left side. He stops right at the line of scrimmage and tosses the ball into the end zone for the two-point conversion. It goes to Biltoff. So they get the touchdown, and they get the two-point conversion, and bam, just like that, we are tied up now in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 59 seconds to play in this third quarter. The score is Sandy Creek 28, Stanton 28 on Extreme Sports.
The Cougar Pride Booster Club would like to wish the Sandy Creek football team a great season. You are making Cougar Nation proud. The Booster Club supports activities that enrich the educational experience and promote character formation of all Sandy Creek High School students. Again, good luck to all the Sandy Creek athletes and teams on a great season.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at Memorial Stadium. Well, who's going to have the ball last? Who's going to have the ball last? That might be what this game is going to come down here to. It's now a 28-20 ball game. Biltop got the 2-point conversion. Seeley, he got the touchdown reception. We'll make the correction there. Cameron Seeley got the touchdown reception for Sandy Creek. It was Biltop who got the 2-point conversion. So we're sitting at 28-28 now here in the second half. We're in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the period. Sandy Creek will kick off now as they got the pig teed up. Seeley will be into the football for Sandy Creek. He knocks it down along the ground. It's going to be fielded here, and then they just go down with the ball at the 26-yard line. So the Mustangs cover the ball up at the 26. I think it's Austin Clausen who got on top of it there for the Mustangs. That's where their offense will set up at the 26-yard line, and now in a 28-28 ball game. Barrett Wilkie back out there for Stanton. He's going to run the ball. Wilkie will lose one man. He fumbles the football, and the Cougars, I think, are on top of the ball down here at the 26-yard line. They are. Wilkie fumbles the ball away. Connor Rempe, I think, is the guy who recovered the fumble. Or check that, Ethan Shaw is the guy who recovered the fumble for Sandy Creek. And the Cougars get a big break here in the second half as Wilkie fumbles the ball. And Sandy Creek takes over at the 26-yard line of Stanton. So that's the big break that Bob was talking about. It's at halftime. The Cougars get a big turnover here early in the third quarter. We're tied up at 28 points apiece. A shootout here tonight at Memorial Stadium. What we expected here for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. Shaw with the ball. Shaw was going to come to the right end, and he's going to be brought down. Maybe a 1-2 yard gain there for Ethan Shaw. Ren Brown is in on the stop for the Stanton defense. That's the kid who's going to Texas Tech next year to play football. Renshaw, big old boy, 6'6", 280 pounds, brings down to Ethan Shaw, a pickup of only 1 yard in the play. Second down, 9 yards to go. Sandy Creek with the ball at the 25-yard line of Stanton, trying to take advantage of an early turnover here in the second half. Shaw with the ball again. Shaw at the 25 to the 20, breaks outside 15 to the 10, and he's going to be brought down at the 9-yard line. Ethan Shaw is brought down there. Becker Pullman downfield to bring him down, but the Cougars have the ball in the red zone now. But Stanton is there to put the ball down at about the 9-yard line of the Mustangs. Wrestling between the 9 and 10. Cougars trying to take the lead here in this ball game. It seems like we've been playing from behind the entire way, but Sandy Creek with a chance to grab the lead now here in this second half. First down and goal. Ball is at the 9-yard line of Stanton. Shaw in the backfield waiting for the snap. He's got it. Fakes the ball to Sullivan. He backs up. He wants to throw the ball. He does into the corner of the end zone. It is caught. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Touchdown, Sandy Creek to get the ball there, Rempe. Connor Rempe makes a sensational catch in the corner of the end zone. Keeps his feet in bounds. Hangs onto the football. And the Cougars go out on top of this one in the third quarter. It's now a 34-28 ball game. So Sandy Creek, they take advantage of a fumble, an early fumble here in the third quarter by the quarterback, Ethan Wilkie. And the Cougars get on top of Barrett Wilkie fumbling the football for Stanton. Sandy Creek got on top of it, and now the Cougars have got the lead here in the second half. It is 34-28 as Sandy Creek will come up and go for the 2-point conversion. I think what they're looking at now, make sure Rippey came down inbounds as the replay is being shown on the big board here at Memorial Stadium. Connor Rippey right in the corner of the end zone. That's what they're looking at to make sure he came down inbounds as we look at it here. And I think he's going to be all right. We got a timeout called here. We got 8:33 to play in the third quarter. We'll just keep it right here. Again, later on tonight, the Class A state championship game. Omaha West Side, Millard South. Class B will go tomorrow night at 7:15. Bennington at Omaha Scott. Class C games are going to be the afternoon games and the morning game tomorrow. 2:45, you get Central City playing Wahoo. 10:15 game tomorrow will be Norfolk Catholic and Bishop Newman. In the D2 game earlier today, Central Valley beat Riverside 52-12. Six-man game was played on Friday night in Kearney, and it was Stewart beating Sumner Eddyville Miller by the score of 42-38. So we got a timeout now. Sandy Creek is taking advantage of a fumble recovery here early in the third quarter. They get the touchdown drive. They get the touchdown pass to Rippey. And now the Cougars are lining up for a 2-point conversion. The officials are looking at the replay down in the field to make sure Rippey came down inbounds and he had possession of the ball. It's been a hard, long look here for the officials on the near sideline as they're reviewing the last play. As it stands now, it's a 34-28 ball game. The Cougars have got the lead. Sandy Creek looking for their first ever state championship in football. Stanton, they won the state championship a year ago as they beat Exeter Milligan Friend by the score of 42-36 after beating Sandy Creek in the semifinals last year, 48-36. Stanton made the state semifinals in 2022. They lost to Clarkson Lee that year by a score of 54-12. Clarkson Lee went on to win the championship by beating Neely Oakdale by the score of 48-20. Boy, this has been a long, hard look at the replay down on the Stanton sidelines as the official is going to make the call here. See if Rumpy kept his feet in bounds. All right, so the ruling on the field stands. That's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. So Ethan Shaw throws a touchdown pass to Connor Rumpy, and now the Cougars come back out and go for the 2-point conversion. So the play stands. That was a sensational catch by Connor Rumpy in the corner of the end zone. 34-28 is the score. Sandy Creek has got the lead here in this one. And now the Cougars will go for the 2-point conversion. Ethan Shaw with the ball. Shaw with a blocker. He goes for the end zone. He is in there for the 2-point conversion. Ethan Shaw takes it in for 2. And the Cougars now have an 8-point lead. We'll take a break with 8 minutes and 33 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Sandy Creek 36, Stanton 28. You're listening to the Class D1 State Championship on Extreme Sports.
We know the Sandy Creek football team has excelled on the field this year, but what about your cattle? Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield encourages everyone to be watching for our first public offering of private, treated Angus bulls. Bulls bred for high growth, balanced EPDs and eye appeal that are backed by maternally proven cow families. The Shaw brothers, Josh, Ethan, Christian, Charlie, and Delaney. Yes, she's one of the boys too. Are excited and proud to visit with all interested individuals about Shaw Elite Cattle's performance and genetics, not to mention anything sports or Cougar Country related. That's Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium, Sandy Creek kicks off. The ball returned there by Jordan Clausen now for Stanton as they bring the ball to the 30-yard line. And now Stanton is they're trailing in the ball game, 36-28 to Sandy Creek. The last time Stanton had the ball, their quarterback Barrett Wilkie fumbled the ball, and the Cougars made short work of things. They got into the end zone, and a touchdown pass from Ethan Shaw to Rempe. Wilkie has got the ball back the other way. He slides inside. He's into the open. He's at the 30-yard line, 25 to the 20. Breaks inside to the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. Barrett Wilkie gets loose around the right end, eludes a couple of would-be tacklers, and takes the ball down to the 13-yard line of Sandy Creek. So Stanton is not done yet. This is an explosive team. We got 8:17 to play in the third quarter. 36-28. They're not fazed by being behind in this football game, as Wilkie will have an empty backfield now. They got the ball resting between the 12 and 13-yard line. Wilkie has got it now down to about the 11. He's brought down there, and that's going to be Jacob Peter. And the stop for Sandy Creek on defense. So it's now a second down situation, second down and 5 yards to go. You're listening to the Class D1 State High School Football Championship on Extreme Sports today from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Sandy Creek out on top by the score of 36-28. Wilkie up to the line of scrimmage. Again, an empty backfield. Couple of ends lined up to each way now. Wilkie's going to go straight ahead as he plows his way ahead here, down inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 3. So Barrett Wilkie takes the ball down to about the 3-yard line. They've got the first down. Now it's first down and goal. Might be closer to the 2-yard line. Here comes the fullback into the ball game now, and Logan Tiki, a 5'6", 165-pound sophomore. He'll be the lone setback behind Wilkie, quarterback. Wilkie hands under center now. Man comes in motion. Wilkie has got the ball, and Wilkie just takes the ball into the end zone for the score. Takes it around the left end for the score. Now it's 36-34. It's a 2-point lead for Sandy Creek. But now the Stanton Mustangs will go for the 2-point conversion. Wilkie makes it look just so easy. Takes it around the left end, and he just kind of walks it into the end zone. Thank you very much. Give me the 6 points. And now we've got a 2-point conversion try here. Everything we expected. Unbalanced line down to the right side here. And the Wilkie's just going to go straight ahead, and he plows into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Wilkie scores from 2 yards out. And Wilkie also gets the 2-point conversion. And we're knotted up again. 6 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Sandy Creek 36, Stanton 36. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Fairfield Butcher Shop has proudly been serving South Central Nebraska for over 40 years. They offer custom butchering, processing, canning, and curing. The retail store also sells jerky, bologna, sticks, fresh ground beef, steaks, bacon, sausage, and a variety of other cuts. Stop in today for some fine quality meats. The Fairfield Butcher Shop proudly supports Cougar Athletics.
SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar want to congratulate the Sandy Creek football team on a great season and good luck in the state playoffs. We are proud of you. SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics. You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Mike Wells, statistician Gene Shaw back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. A shootout for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. 36-36 is the score. We are in the third quarter, 6 minutes and 53 seconds to play. in the quarter. Stanton kicks the ball away here. It's short, fielded by a short man on the front line there for the Cougars. That was Sullivan up there. Stanton already recovered an onside kick in this ball game. That was following their second touchdown in the first half of play. Caught the Cougars by surprise, but Sandy Creek was waiting for that one as Sullivan falls on the football right at the midfield stripe. We're at the 40-yard line, so Sandy Creek in good field position to start this drive. We're tied up at 36 points apiece. Shaw in the backfield now for Sandy Creek. He fakes the ball to Rempe. Shaw takes it around the end, 35-30 to the 25-yard line and spun down here at the 23. Ethan Shaw is brought down there. The defensive secondary was Becker Pullman for the Stanton defense, but a nice pickup there for Ethan Shaw. With the quarterbacks rolling up some big numbers. Wilkie has now rushed the ball for 194 yards in the ball game for Stanton, 4 touchdowns. Ethan Shaw is over 100 yards as well. He's got 12 carries, 101 yards, and a touchdown for the Cougars. We're playing here in the third quarter. We've got 6:23 to go. Sandy Creek with the ball at the 23-yard line. It's Shaw again looking to get outside. This time he is hit and down he goes. Hit and down he goes. That's Ren Brown. He's going to be playing at Texas Tech next year. Ren Brown, the 6'6", 280-pound senior to bring Ethan Shaw down. Shaw is thrown for a 2-yard loss back here at the 24-yard line. Second down and 12 yards to go here for the Cougars. They're going to our end zone to our right, the south end zone here at Memorial Stadium. We're tied up at 36 points apiece. 5:54 to play now here in the third quarter. Shaw waiting for the ball. He's got it. Gives it away to Rempe. Rempe is at the 20-yard line, and he gets it maybe to the 19 where he's brought down on the play. Barrett Wilkie into the stop for the Stanton defense. But now the Cougars will be looking at a third down situation. Third down, this one a little bit tougher. Third down and 6 yards to go. Sandy Creek 2 out of 4 on the third down so far. Stanton has run 51 offensive plays in this ball game today. Sandy Creek 24. Third down and about 6 yards to go. Cougars with the ball at the 19-yard line of Stanton. Shaw with the ball, sprints out right side, holds it, now runs it. He's at the 15 to the 10-yard line and brought down at about the 8. That's going to be enough for a first down, so Ethan Shaw picks up the first down. Couldn't find anybody downfield. Took off around the right end and picks up the first set of downs here as they move the ball down to the 7-yard line. It's going to bring up a first down and goal for the Cougars. Tied up at 36 points apiece. Who's going to have the ball last in this one? We're down to 4:35 to play in the third quarter. Ethan comes up to the line of scrimmage again. Wide receiver splits out wide to the right side. Shaw has got the ball. Shaw, Sullivan in front of him. He takes the ball into the end zone for the score. Ethan Shaw takes the ball into the end zone for the score. He had Sullivan in front of him, and not a man for the Stanton defense laid a hand on Ethan Shaw. He takes it in from 7 yards out. A touchdown for the Cougars. That gives Sandy Creek now a 42-36 lead over Stanton here in the third. Now we're down to a 2-point conversion attempt with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Two of the best teams in 8-man football squaring off here in the Class D1 state championship. Ethan Shaw now with an empty backfield. 2-point conversion attempt. Shaw has got the ball. Shaw wants to throw. He cocks the arm. Shaw backing up. Shaw has still got the ball, and now he throws the ball. A jump ball into the end zone just off of the fingertips of, I think that was Biltoff down here for the Cougars. It was. Biltoff could not come up with it, so the 2-point. We got a penalty flag down here. Penalty flag is down in the end zone. So we'll check out the indication here. Ethan Shaw was backing up. He threw it off of his back foot and just launched one into the end zone. Now we're going to have a penalty called on Stanton on the 2-point conversion attempt. So half of the distance to the goal line and Sandy Creek will have another chance to add 2. It's a 42-36 ball game. Sandy Creek has got the lead. They have taken the lead here in the third period. Now the Cougars going for the 2-point conversion attempt from just outside the 1-yard line. Empty backfield again for Ethan Shaw. He's got the ball. Ethan takes off around the right end. He's hit, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Another 2-point conversion attempt. Ethan Shaw gets it in there for 2. So the Cougars go back on top by 8 points here in the third quarter. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the third quarter to decide the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 36. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar want to congratulate the Sandy Creek football team on a great season and good luck in the state playoffs. We are proud of you. SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Mike Will, Gene Shaw back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Is now a 44-36 ball game. Sandy Creek has got the lead over the Stanton Mustangs. So the Cougars have scored twice so far here in the third quarter. Now Sandy Creek knocks the ball down along the ground, and finally Stanton gets on top of it. That was a live ball. Finally Stanton gets on top of it here at the 25-yard line. Covering up the loose ball there was Jordan Clausen for Stanton. So here comes the Stanton offense back out here. This has been a wild one today. Neither defense has been able to stop the other one in this football game today. Seesaw battle, 44-36 is the score. Sandy Creek has got the lead. Stanton will start this drive first down and 10 for their own 25.5-yard line. Here's a Wilkie. He's got the ball. Wilkie is going to be upended as he took it around the left end there. Tackle is made by Ethan Shaw for Sandy Creek. A lot of these guys are going both ways, offensively and defensively, for each of their teams here, which is not unusual for 8-man football. Second down and 7 yards to go. Calling a pickup of 3 for Wilkie, who's well over 100 yards in this football game. Wilkie is going to run the ball around right end. This time, there's a nice hit there at the 30-yard line. Wilkie is brought down in the play at the 30. And we could have an injured Cougar over there. The guy who came up with a tackle there over at the 30-yard line may have hurt himself. And now we got an injury timeout here for the injured Cougar at the 30-yard line. That was a nice stop. When we come back, Stanton will be looking at a third down and about 6 yards to go as they tend to the injured player on the far sideline. 3:30 to play, third quarter. We'll take a break. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 36. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
We know the Sandy Creek football team has excelled on the field this year, but what about your cattle? Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield encourages everyone to be watching for our first public offering of private treated Angus bulls. Bulls bred for high growth, balanced EPDs and eye appeal that are backed by maternally proven cow families. The Shaw brothers, Josh, Ethan, Christian, Charlie, and Delaney, yes, she's one of the boys too, are excited and proud to visit with all interested individuals about Shaw Elite Cattle's performance and genetics, not to mention anything sports or Cougar country related. That's Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield.
As a family-owned community bank, Cornerstone Bank knows the importance of building strong relationships with our ag producers. Cornerstone is also large enough to handle all your farm lending needs. Whether you're in the market for equipment, livestock, real estate, or farm inputs, Cornerstone is ready to support you with excellent farm lending options. Hi, this is Lance Williams with Cornerstone Bank. I invite you to call or stop by any of our locations to discuss your farm operation needs. Bank on a solid foundation with Cornerstone Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, loan subject to approval.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, the injured player for Sandy Creek, Hudson Devlin, as he is going to be helped off of the field now. He's one of the defensive linemen here for the Cougars. 3rd down and 6. Here's Wilkie busting through there. Wilkie brings the ball out here to the 37-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down. So that was a 3rd down and 6. Again, Wilkie calls his own number. He gets the ball to the 37-yard line. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Wilkie is now rushed for 195 yards here in the football game. He's going to try it again. He's at the 40-yard line and falls into Cougar territory down to the 39-yard line. Ethan Shaw and the stop for the Cougars on defense. Baron Wilkie now 36 carries, 203 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Stanton. Ethan Shaw's got 15 carries, 119 yards, a couple of scores for Sandy Creek. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Ball is here at the 37-yard line of Sandy Creek. Again, a running play as they move the ball to about the 35. That's Wilkie taking the ball to the 35-yard line, where the Mustangs will be looking at another 3rd down situation here. Stanton 5 out of 9 on the 3rd down conversion so far in this ball game. Stanton has run 55 offensive plays compared to 26 for Sandy Creek, but the Cougars are averaging 10.5 yards per play in this ball game here today. Thus, the Cougars with a 44-36 lead. Wilkie with his hands under center this time. Man goes in motion. Wilkie runs it around the right end. Wilkie is at the 32-yard line where he's run out of bounds on the far side. Over there to run him out for the Cougars was Cameron Seeley, the quarterback coming up from that left side of the defense. Not before Wilkie picks up another first down. Stanton has moved the ball down to the Sandy Creek 30. 1 minute and 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Sandy Creek has got the lead. 44-36 over Stanton here this afternoon. Stanton looking to repeat as state champions in Class D1. Sandy Creek looking for their first ever state championship. Wilkie with the ball, eludes one man, and he fumbles the football, but he falls on top of it. Oh, that would have been a big, big play right there. Seeley was right there for the Sandy Creek defense. Wilkie twisting and turning, trying to break loose over there around the right end. Fumbles the football, and it bounces right back into his hands as he falls down the turf here. Result of the play, -1 yard. They move the ball back to the 31. 2nd down and 11 yards to go for Stanton. Toward the end of the third quarter, Wilkie with the ball. Wilkie wants to throw it. Wilkie is still got the ball. He's going to run to the right side. He's going to be run out of bounds at around the 30-yard line, so not much of a pickup. Something was on there. Wilkie looked like he wanted to run the football. Then he stopped, cocked the arm. He was going to take the ball downfield. A couple of receivers were out there, but Wilkie decides to hang on to it as he reverses course and takes it around the right end. No game, won't give him 1 yard. He got the yard back that he lost earlier. So now it's 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 10. The ball is at the 30-yard line of Sandy Creek with 60 seconds to play here in the third period. Wilkie is waiting for the snap, and now we've got a penalty flag. We have not seen a lot of flags in this ball game today. But a penalty flag comes down here. There's going to be a 5-yard penalty marched off against Stanton. It's only their second penalty of the day. 2 penalties, 7 yards. Sandy Creek has got 1 penalty for 15. So now Stanton will be looking at third down. Third down, 15 yards to go. They've got the ball at the 35 of Sandy Creek. Wilkie wants to throw. Wilkie throws the ball. It's going to be caught here, but short of the first down stakes. Pullman got the reception, but he's going to be brought down immediately down here at the Sandy Creek 23-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation. 4th down and 3 yards to go. Stanton will go for it. 4th down and 3 from the 23. We're down to 28 seconds to play. We'll see if they run this play before the end of the third quarter. And now they're going to call a timeout. Stanton wants to call a timeout here. 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's 4th down and 3. And the Mustangs call a timeout. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to the Class D1 State Championship on Extreme Sports.
A bag of corn is a bag of corn, unless it's Pioneer brand Chrome seed corn. Then you've got the most optimized bag of yield potential, agronomic performance, and insect protection the Pioneer lineup has to offer. The sort of bag that will make life easier for you 8+ bushels per acre easier. Pioneer brand Chrome products. Field proven and ready for yours. Learn more at pioneer.com or contact your local Pioneer representative, Mike Shaw, at Shaw Ag Solutions in Fairfield and Clay Center, or Bill Pullmeyer at Pullmeyer Ag in Lawrence and Dowie's. Go ahead, have at it.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, we come back. 4th down and 3 yards to go for Stanton. They got the ball in Sandy Creek territory. Wilkie hands under center. Wilkie wants to run the football. He crashes forward as he takes the ball right to the 20-yard line, and that's where he had to go. We'll see when the officials spot the football. There was not much there for Wilkie, but he picks up just enough for a first down. Wilkie takes the ball to the 20 for Sandy Creek and gets the first set of downs. The score is 44-36. Sandy Creek has got the lead here in the third quarter, and now I think Stanton is just going to let the time expire here in the third, and we will switch ends. 3 quarters in the books in the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. We'll take a break with a score. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 36. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
Pioneer brand corn hybrids boast leading innovation. They're the seeds that provide relief, not just because of their outstanding performance, but the knowledge that every single one has been proven in the toughest environment possible, the field. Pioneer brand corn hybrids, field proven, and ready for yours. Learn more at pioneer.com or contact your local Pioneer representative, Sarah Himberger of Glenville or Brian Shaw of Edgar. Go ahead, have at it.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
You are listening to High School Sports.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
With Mike Will.
Back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. 12 minutes to go for the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. 44-36. Sandy Creek has got the lead. Tomorrow night here on Extreme Sports will be in Yankton, South Dakota. Hastings College basketball as the Broncos take on the Lancers of Mount Marty. Women's game will be at 5:30 tomorrow night, 7:15 for the men's game. On the air with a pregame show at 5:15 tomorrow afternoon here on Extreme Sports. So it's been an exciting day here today. Both of these teams, a seesaw battle. This is going to be the 11th play of this drive here for Stanton as they try to get into the end zone and a 2-point conversion to tie this thing up. And now we're into the fourth quarter. We talked about the crucial turnovers during the halftime break with Bob Jensen. Crucial turnovers at inopportune times in the game. That's what happened a season ago when Stanton came up with a big interception late in the game to seal their victory over Sandy Creek in the state semifinals a year ago, 48-36. Stanton is looking at first down and 10 from the 19-yard line of Sandy Creek. Wilkie with the ball to the 15. Wilkie takes the ball to the 15-yard line. Tackle made in there by Jack Watts of Sandy Creek. Ethan Wilkie now 42 carries in the game today, 218 yards and 4 touchdowns. Ethan Shaw, his counterpart for the Cougars, 15 carries, 119 yards and 2 scores. Stanton has put up 342 yards of total offense in this game, 274 for Sandy Creek. There's a running play again for Wilkie as he just moves the ball straight ahead for a couple of yards. Tackle made in there by Rempe for Sandy Creek. At the bottom of the stack getting up was the defensive end, Jacob Peter, the 6'2", 200-pound senior. So now Stanton looking at third down. Third down at about 3 yards to go. They've got the ball now at the Sandy Creek 13-yard line. Wilkie brings a man in motion. Wilkie sends it across the right side, across the 10, down to about the 5-yard line. They brought that big old fullback into the lineup as Wilkie just follows Logan Tietke into the hole there and took the ball down the 5-yard line of Sandy Creek. Cougars have not had a lot of answers here for the rushing attack of Stanton here this afternoon. Stanton has got the ball at the Sandy Creek 5-yard line now. 10.5 minutes to play in the game. 44-36. There's a pitch play to a Pullman. That time he's going to be met, and down he goes. He got to about the 3-yard line. He was met by a couple of Cougars in there. That's Jackson. Checked out. It was Jacob Peter coming up with a stop again for the Cougars. Now it's second down and goal. Ball is at the 3-yard line of Sandy Creek. Stanton trying to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this baby up. Wilkie again takes it around the right end. Wilkie reaches for the end zone. He's in there for the touchdown. He was stopped at about the 1. He reaches the ball out and crosses the goal line plane. He gets into the end zone. The arms come up from the guys in the black and white shirts. And now it's a 44-42 ball game. Sandy Creek with a 2-point lead as Wilkie scores his 5th touchdown of this ball game. He gets it in from 3 yards out as he breaks the plane. And now it's going to be Stanton going for the 2-point conversion here, trying to tie up the ball game. So Wilkie will come up here. Empty backfield, and now what do we got? We've got a timeout. We've got a timeout called here by Stanton. 9:48 to play in the football game. We'll take a break with a score. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 42. You're listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
The Cougar Pride Booster Club would like to wish the Sandy Creek football team a great season. You are making Cougar Nation proud. The Booster Club supports activities that enrich the educational experience and promote character formation of all Sandy Creek High School students. Again, Good luck to all the Sandy Creek athletes and teams on a great season.
To some, the sound of a bag of seed being opened marks a year of unpredictability and sleepless nights. But for those opening a bag of Pioneer brand corn, it brings a different set of feelings. To them, that sound marks innovation, knowing every seed has been proven in the toughest environment possible, the field. It marks the start of the best year you'll ever have. Pioneer brand corn hybrids, field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/innovation.
Local sales representatives Sarah Hemberger of Glenville and Brian Shaw of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, it's a 44-42 ball game. Sandy Creek has got the lead. Stanton now going for the two-point conversion down here. Following their touchdown from Wilkie, a two-point conversion, trying to tie this baby up. There's the snap running around the right end. It's going to be brought down on the play. Wilkie trying to bring the ball on the near side and over here to make the stop for the Sandy Creek Cougars. Was it Connor Rempe? Rempe gets the stop here for Sandy Creek. The two-point conversion is no good. 9 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the game. We'll take a break with the score. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 42. You're listening to the Class D1 State Championship on Extreme Sports.
Looking for reliable farming and construction equipment? Head to Landmark Implement in Fairfield, located right on Highway 74 in the heart of Clay County. At Landmark, we specialize in large ag equipment and precision ag support, meeting the needs of farmers in Geneva and Aurora. Whether you're upgrading your planter or need top-notch service, our team has you covered. We have a fantastic selection of John Deere lawn and garden equipment, compact utility tractors, and even Gator utility vehicles. Whether it's for a small acreage or a large farm, our compact tractor packages come with all the attachments you need to get the job done. Need service? Our certified master technicians are ready to help with on-farm service, combine repair, or even a simple mower tune-up. Experience the Landmark difference today in Fairfield. For all your John Deere sales, parts, service, and precision ag needs, Landmark is your trusted partner.
You are listening to High School Sports.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
With Mike Will.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, Stanton kicks off. Sandy Creek recovers the ball here at about the 23-yard line. So it's a 44-42 ball game. Sandy Creek has got the lead, looking for their first ever state championship in football. We're 9 minutes and 43 seconds away. Sandy Creek with a 2-point lead. Cougars have the ball. They fake the ball to Rempe. Now here's Ethan Shaw banging his way all the way out here to the 34-yard line. They fake the ball to Connor Rempe, and Ethan Shaw, he carries the ball to the 32-yard line officially. Sandy Creek will be looking at second down. Second down is a pickup of 9 yards on the play. Shaw in the football game now with 128 yards rushing with a couple of touchdowns. Wilkie's got 231 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Stanton Mustangs. There's a Shaw. He wants to throw. Boy, there's a lot of room here. 35-40, 35-30, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Shaw wanted to throw the ball, but he looks up and it just kind of opened up on the left side of the field here. Shaw took off as he moves the ball into a Stanton territory. Boy, you get to a 2-score lead in this ball game. Yeah, feel pretty good. Right now, Sandy Creek's got a 2-point lead. So this is a big drive down for the Cougars as they have got the ball down here at the 29-yard line of Stanton. We're down to 8 minutes and 54 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Ethan Shaw comes up to the line of scrimmage. A couple of wide receivers split to the right side. They threw the ball out here. Rempe with the ball. Rempe at the 20-yard line down to the 19. Rempe takes the ball to the 19-yard line. Tackle is made in there by Clausen, coming up to make the stop for Stanton. That was a pickup of 9 yards on the play. And now the time is starting to click off in favor of Sandy Creek. Boy, if we can get this into the end zone, it would be a big, big touchdown here for the Cougars in this fourth quarter of play. Second down in the yard. Ball is at the 19-yard line of Stanton. Again, 2 wide receivers, Biltoff and also Rippey out to the right side. And now Rippey comes in motion. It's going to be Shaw running the ball. And Shaw brings it across the 20 down to about the 16-yard line before he is run out of bounds. That's Garrett Hansen over here to bring him down for the Stanton defense, but not before Ethan Shaw picks up the first down. And Rippey was split out to the right side. He came in motion and actually was the lead blocker there for Ethan Shaw as he took it around the left end. Shaw picks up the first down. Now we're down to 7 minutes and 52 seconds to play in the game. 44-42. Sandy Creek with a 2-point lead. Shaw sends Rippey out to the right side. Shaw wants to throw, looks right. Shaw has still got it. Here comes some backside pressure. He's hit and down he goes. Gatlin Davidson comes from the backside to bring down Shaw. Davidson, a 5'10", 220-pound junior for Stanton. Shaw held on to the ball too long there. Davidson finally brings him down. The loss of a couple of yards in the play as the ball is pushed back here to the 19-yard line. Second down and 12 yards to go. 7 minutes and 12 seconds to play. Cougars need to put some points on the scoreboard on this drive. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Sullivan in the backfield with Ethan Shaw. Ethan with the ball. Sullivan, the lead blocker here, as Shaw goes across the 15-yard line down to about the, the 12-yard line? Maybe the 13. And now Sandy Creek will be looking at a third down situation. Third down for the Cougars. Check the clock. Gino, 6 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in this one. Cougars need points on this drive. We cannot come up empty right here. Sandy Creek on third down at about, 6 yards to go from the 15-yard line. Actually, the ball is sitting at the 12-yard line. Shaw wants to throw the football. He does in the center of the field. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the 10, back to the 15. And he's going to be brought down there. Ethan Shaw throws the interception. The pass across the middle of the field. It was picked off there by Stanton. And now that's the mistake we were talking about. You got to come up with points. And now Stanton comes up with a big play defensively. Boy, deja vu. Just like last year when Stanton came up with a big interception to seal the semifinal win in the state playoffs. Stanton comes up with another big play here with 6:05 to play. That's Jordan Clausen who came up with the interception for Stanton. And now the Mustangs have got the ball here at the 36-yard line. Stanton is down by 2 points at 44-42. Here's Wilkie getting away, and he's going to be run out of bounds here. Down across the 20-yard line to the 22. Now the Sandy Creek defense has got to come up with a big play themselves. You just have an uneasy feeling the way Stanton has been moving the ball here. 44-42 is the score. Stanton has put up 357 yards of offense in this ball game with 311 coming on the ground. And now Stanton has got the ball following the Sandy Creek turnover. Here's a Wilkie again. He's going to be run out of bounds here on the near sideline. Play started inside. Wilkie broke it outside. He's run out of bounds here. That's going to be enough, though, for another Stanton first down. Run out of bounds here by Rumpy of Sandy Creek. So the ball is pushed out here to the 32-yard line. Still plenty of time. 5 minutes and 52 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Sandy Creek 44 and Stanton 42 for the Class D1 state championship. Cougars looking for their first ever title here. But they have got to come up with something here defensively. Wilkie with the ball again. Wilkie moves the ball here across the 35 out to the 37-yard line, where he is brought down on the play. We know what's going to happen here. He's going to find some way to stop it. Wilkie's carried the ball most of the day here. Jack Watts into the last stop for Sandy Creek on defense. Second down and 4 yards to go. Ball is here at the 36-yard line as they're nearing the midfield stripe. And that's going to be a direct snap here to a Pullman trying to get outside. He's going to be brought down by Shaw. So Pullman takes the snap there for Stanton. He's going to be brought down in the play back here at the 36-yard line. So now Stanton will be looking at third down. Third down and 4 yards to go. Obviously in the 2-down territory here. Stanton is a 7 out of 12 on the third down conversions so far in this ball game. Wilkie with hands under center. Wilkie takes it around the right end, and Wilkie gets the ball close to the midfield stripe, where they're going to bring up a fourth down call here. Fourth down and 1 yard to go. The ball is at the 40-yard line, the midfield stripe here. We're down to 4.5 minutes to play for the Class D1 State Championship. Sandy Creek. There you go. We need a big defensive play right here. Fourth down and 1 yard to go from the 40-yard line. Wilkie with hands under center. Brings a man in motion. Wilkie with the ball. Takes it around the right end. Wilkie is hit and down he goes. Rippey comes over here and gets his 13th tackle of the day. A loss of 1 yard on the play. On fourth down and 1, Cougars will have the ball. The 13th tackle of this ball game for Rippey, and that was a big one right there. It could have sealed the fate for the Stanton Mustangs in this ball game. On fourth down and 1 from the midfield stripe at the 40-yard line, Rippey comes up with perhaps the play of the game right there. Tackles Wilkie for a 1 yard loss. Sandy Creek will have the ball with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ethan Shaw now with the ball. Shaw takes it around the right end, and he's going to be hitting down. He goes. Trying to get outside, brought down there by Becker Pullman for the Stanton defense. No gain on the play. In fact, maybe a loss of 0.5 yard for Ethan Shaw. Now the Cougars can huddle up and use as much time as they want here. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Clock is ticking down. Sandy Creek has got a 44-42 advantage over Stanton for the hardware in Class D1. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Rippey in the backfield. Just off the right hip now of your quarterback. Ethan Shaw. Shaw's going to run the football. Shaw breaks into the open across the 35 down to the 30-yard line. Falls forward down to the 29. They're going to mark the football, though, back here at the 31, where Sandy Creek will be looking at third down. We are down to 3 minutes and 7 seconds to play. Sandy Creek looking for their first ever state championship in football. Cougars beaten in the semifinals a year ago. Was hoping to get back here this year. They're undefeated on the season. Looking to complete a 13-0 season with the state championship here this afternoon. We're under 3 minutes to go. Third down, 3 yards to go. Shaw, low snap. He picks it up. He fumbled the ball, and now down he goes. He's going to be short of the first down. The snap was low. Shaw reached down to grab it. It falls out of his hands. And Shaw tried to make something out of nothing there as he took it around the right end and actually was thrown for about 1 yard loss. So now the Cougars looking at fourth down and 3. The ball is at the 32-yard line of Stanton here. Time is ticking down. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Cougars watching the time tick away. I'm sure they're going to call a timeout. Andrew Kuda goes over to the official. He'll stand right beside him here. Time ticking away. We're inside 2 minutes to play. 1:54, and Andrew calls the timeout. Timeout, Cougars. Play of the game coming up here on fourth down. 3 yards to go from the 32-yard line of Stanton. We'll take a break with a score. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 42. You're listening to the Class D1 State Championship on Extreme Sports.
Fairfield Butcher Shop has proudly been serving South Central Nebraska for over 40 years. They offer custom butchering, processing, canning, and curing. The retail store also sells jerky, bologna, sticks, fresh ground beef, steaks, bacon, sausage, and a variety of other cuts. Stop in today for some fine quality meats. The Fairfield Butcher Shop proudly supports Cougar Athletics.
You are listening to high school football on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. We got 4th down, 3 yards to go. The line of scrimmage is the 32-yard line of Stanton. The Cougars have a 2-point lead. It is 44-42. Ethan Shaw waiting for the ball here for Sandy Creek. Long count here for Shaw. Ethan still waiting for it here. Man comes in motion. Shaw has got the ball. Shaw around the left, and he's got the first down, and Moore breaks into the open, down to the 20, down to the 19-yard line. A first down for the Cougars. We're down to 1 minute and 49 seconds to play. 44-42, Sandy Creek with a 2-point lead. And now the Cougars, they get a fresh set of downs. The ball is sitting at the 20-yard line of Stanton. Ethan Shaw picks up a big first down there for the Cougars. Sandy Creek now 3 out of 7, converting on 3rd down. Ethan Shaw now with 173 yards on the ground here for Sandy Creek. First down 10 from the 20. Shaw again with the ball. Shaw following as Sullivan through the hole as he takes the ball down to about the 13-yard line. Maybe to the 14-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on the play. Second down, 4 yards to go. We're down to 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. Sandy Creek is going to call a timeout. Sandy Creek calls a timeout. 1:14 to play here for the Class D1 State Championship. Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 42. Back with more after this on Extreme Sports.
SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar want to congratulate the Sandy Creek football team on a great season and good luck in the state playoffs. We are proud of you. SC Farms of Clay Center and Skyline Farms of Edgar are proud supporters of Cougar Athletics.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
All right, back here at Memorial Stadium, second down and 5 yards to go. Cougars with a 2-point lead, and now Ethan Shaw is going to go down and kneel with a football back here at the 20-yard line. 44-42 is the score. Sandy Creek has got the lead here, and now we're under a minute to play in this football game. Third down and 10 yards to go now for Sandy Creek. Ball is sitting at the 20-yard line. Ethan Shaw again for Sandy Creek with a Sullivan just to his right side here. This is a third down call as a Shaw again is just going to kneel here, and that might be all she wrote. 25 seconds to play. I don't think Stanton has a timeout left. Cougars are going to win their first ever state championship in football. A hard-fought victory here for the Cougars, much as we anticipated here in this one. Sandy Creek has done it. The roar goes up from across the way here at Memorial Stadium. The Cougars have done it. They've won their first ever state championship in football. They complete an undefeated season at 13-0 as they knock off Stanton. That's one of the best 8-man high school football games you're going to see right there, as the Cougars win it here this afternoon over the Stanton Mustangs. Final score, Sandy Creek 44, Stanton 42. Back with the final totals after this. You're listening to the Class D1 State Championship on Extreme Sports.
Which would you rather have? World-class seed genetics and traits, or seed that's been tested and proven to yield in your area? With Pioneer, you get both, plus the support of a dedicated local team. For the unbeatable combination of elite seed genetics, local knowledge and insights, and rigorous local testing, contact your authorized Pioneer sales representative, Sarah Himberger of Glenville, or Brian Shaw of Edgar.
Ridgeline, a local accounting and financial services firm, proudly supports all area high school athletes. There is more than one path toward financial security. We take the time to know you well, to understand your financial situation, your business, your farm, and your personal goals. That's why our work with you is more about personal connections than it is about the numbers. Choosing the right path takes experience, creativity, and guidance you can trust. Come join us and enjoy the view at Ridgeline.
We know the Sandy Creek football team has excelled on the field this year, but what about your cattle? Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield encourages everyone to be watching for our first public offering of private treated Angus bulls. Bulls bred for high growth, balanced EPDs, and eye appeal that are backed by maternally proven cow families. The Shaw brothers, Josh, Ethan, Christian, Charlie, and Delaney, yes, she's one of the boys too, are excited and proud to visit with all interested individuals about Shaw Elite Cattle's performance and genetics, not to mention anything sports or Cougar country related. That's Shaw Elite Cattle of Fairfield.
As a family-owned community bank, Cornerstone Bank knows the importance of building strong relationships with our ag producers. Cornerstone is also large enough to handle all your farm lending needs. Whether you're in the market for equipment, livestock, real estate, or farm inputs, Cornerstone is ready to support you with excellent farm lending options. Hi, this is Lance Williams with Cornerstone Bank. I invite you to call or stop by any of our locations to discuss your farm operation needs. Bank on a solid foundation with Cornerstone Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to approval.
You are listening to Cougar Football on Extreme Sports.
Hi, back here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. The Cougars have done it. They completed an undefeated season, 13-0, as they win the Class D1 State High School Football Championship. They knock off Stanton today. Final score of 44-42. A wild, very entertaining ball game for us here today. Two quarterbacks putting together some big-time numbers. Ethan Shaw accounting for 278 yards of total offense in this ball game. Barrett Wilkie accounting for 298 yards of total offense, but it was Sandy Creek holding on to beat Stanton today by a score of 44-42. Final numbers in the ball game: Sandy Creek put up 332 yards of total offense in the ball game today. They had 100 yards passing, 232 yards rushing in the game today for 332 yards. Stanton had 330 yards rushing the football, 50 yards passing for 380 yards of total offense. Pretty penalty-free game today. Stanton had 2 penalties, 7 yards. Sandy Creek had 1 penalty for 15. Stanton ran 72 offensive plays in this ball game today compared to 40 for Sandy Creek. With the Cougars, they averaged 8.3 yards per play. Stanton averaged 5.3 yards per play. Red zone chances today: Sandy Creek 2 out of 4. Stanton was 5 out of 6 in the red zone. Time of possession, Stanton 27-33. Adams Central, or rather Sandy Creek, 19-01. Turnovers today. 2 turnovers for Sandy Creek, 2 turnovers for the Stanton Mustangs. And again, Sandy Creek wins it by a score of 44-42. Individual numbers today, Ethan Shaw completed 6 of 9 passes, 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Shaw was also 25 rushes today, 178 yards, and 2 scores. Connor Rempe ran the ball 4 times today, 64 yards and a touchdown. Rempe also had 3 receptions, 26 yards and a touchdown. Cameron Seeley had 2 receptions, 43 yards and a touchdown. Wes Biltoff had a reception for 31 yards. Meanwhile, for Stanton, their quarterback Barrett Wilkie, 3 out of 5 throwing the ball, 50 yards with a touchdown. Wilkie also rushed the ball 49 times today for 248 yards and 5 touchdowns. Becker Pullman, 17 carries, 82 yards. Receiving, you had Becker Pullman, 3 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown. 14-6. Stanton had the lead after the first quarter. 28-20 was the score at halftime. Sandy Creek trailed in the ball game. The Cougars came up with 24 points in the third quarter. They outscored Stanton 24-8 in the third. Stanton getting a touchdown in the fourth. The final margin of victory, Sandy Creek wins by 2, 44-42 over the Stanton Mustangs. So Stanton finishes the season 12 wins and 1 loss in the season. The Cougars, state champions in Class D1, they finish their year out at 13 wins and no losses. That was a fun ride right through the state high school football playoffs as we had all 5 games here on Extreme Sports. Thanks to all the sponsors who made it possible. We had a great time following Sandy Creek here for the 2024 season. And it ends up with a state championship here in Lincoln as the Cougars knock off Stanton today by a score of 44-42. And thanks to Tyson Urbanic, who supplied the play-by-play coverage throughout the first 4 ball games for Sandy Creek today. Also, Gene Shaw, who was on hand for most of the playoff run. Marcus Metcalf. It was an honor to bring you this one here tonight as we bring home the hardware. Back to Fairfield. We'll bring the hardware to the hill as Sandy Creek wins the Class D1 state championship. They knock off Stanton tonight. Final score of 44-42. We'll have Hastings College basketball tomorrow night here on Extreme Sports. We'll make the trip to Yankton, South Dakota. Hastings College will play Mount Marty tomorrow night. Women's game will go at 5:30. The men will go at 7:15 on the air with the pregame show. That's 5:15 tomorrow afternoon from Yankton as the Broncos take on the Lancers of Mount Marty. Again, the Sandy Creek receiving their championship medals. They're going to be receiving their Class D1 state championship trophy here in a matter of minutes here at Memorial Stadium. Let the celebration begin in Fairfield tonight as your Cougars have come up with a Class D1 state championship. They beat Stanton by a score of 44-42. For Gene Shaw, I'm Mike Will, wishing a very pleasant good evening from Lincoln.
You have been listening to an exclusive presentation by Extreme Sports. If you missed portions of today's game, you can download our podcast on x-streamsports.com.
And a little concerned about what I saw in the second half in the win